celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now, photo now, photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Yes, my peoples, man. What's happening, man? Big up all of you lot, man. Appreciate all of you lot. Big up the whole Metric community. You know, man's always here for you. You know, I got my hair just looking like a madman. Took my hair out, so I'm going to get it done later. So you might be looking at me thinking, who's this geezer? He looks different. But yeah, man, I'm going to play a video from Fabrizio. This is the last time we heard from Sancho. Yeah, this is the last time we heard from Sancho. Was this video from Fabrizio Romano, which is on Fabrizio Romano's channel. I'm going to play the video from Fabrizio, and then I'm going to get into everything else straight away. So let's watch this together, and then we'll go and then we'll see what happens, yeah?
In the recent weeks, Fenerbahce in negotiations for Jadon Sancho, Fenerbahce in advanced talks for Jadon Sancho. My understanding is that between Fenerbahce and Sancho, the situation is currently very quiet. It's not advanced, it's not concrete, it's not progressing. At the moment, the situation is very, very quiet. The expectation is for Manchester United to wait for someone who can really or sign Jadon Sancho on a permanent transfer, or pay the whole salary of Jadon Sancho. At the moment, calls from Napoli 2 weeks ago, then Juventus from Italy again, Fenerbahce had this story in the media, but at the moment no one wants to cover the full salary of Jadon Sancho, so the salary is the topic. And was also the topic for Chelsea, was also the reason why Chelsea decided not to proceed with the Jadon Sancho story, because they didn't want to break their structure with salaries with the one of Jadon Sancho. So let's see what's going to happen there, but tonight I can still confirm interest from Italy, the calls from Juventus, the calls from Napoli 2 weeks ago, but now what's important to say on Sancho is that Fenerbahce doesn't look like a concrete destination for the player because the situation has gone very, very quiet. Also, guys, I wanted to clarify something else because we mentioned Chelsea and Jadon Sancho. More movements in England. I wanted to start clarifying, guys, despite all the messages I'm getting on Jadon Sancho, that at the moment, despite the calls taking place in the recent weeks, Juventus have still not sent any official bid to Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. So at the moment, I know there are many reports coming out from Italy, but from what I'm told, Manchester United have not received any official bid from Juventus for Jadon Sancho. So that remains the situation at the moment. We will follow the situation, but first we had many stories on Fenerbahce in advanced talks, and that was not true. On Jadon Sancho Juventus, they asked about the player. It was days ago, but at the moment it's not a concrete negotiation because there is still no bid to Manchester United. So we will see what's going to happen with Jadon Sancho.
So that's the latest. So this is why I wanted to put that in there first for you lot. You know me, I'm with you lot. I always try to show you lot who's reliable, who's not. That's the last we heard about Jadon Sancho with Fabrizio. He said there's no bid, there's nothing that's going on with Jadon Sancho. Then obviously today, last night, this is what's come out about Sancho. Let me get into it. Why is it moving so mad? Yeah, there we go. Bam. So now there's been an offer for Sancho, basically. They're ready to bid 8 million is what it will be in pounds. So this is the situation with Sancho now. Obviously, like I just showed you, Fabrizio saying there was no bid about 2 days ago. But things can change, innit? And this is DiMarzio. He's Italian journalist. So he's come out last night and said, yo, Juventus have offered 10 million plus 5 million add-ons to Man United for Jadon Sancho. That's about 8 million. That's a lowball offer, mate. You're taking kind of piss, to be honest. If you've asked for 25 million, it doesn't really make sense you coming in offering us 8 million. So yeah, that's the situation with Sancho. I don't know if it's going to get accepted. Remember, the wages are the maddest thing about Sancho. It's not necessarily about the money. And he's not an academy product, so we don't have like a pure profit thing with him. It's the wages, isn't it? You understand? So it might just be a thing where we get him off the wage bill and just get rid of him. So that's the situation with Sancho. 8 million offer with add-ons on top. So it's probably going to add up to about 10, 11 million, which is a bit shit, to be honest. But is it just, yo, get this guy off the wage and then just get rid of him type of thing? That might be what it is. Who knows? But Juventus have offered 10 million euros plus 5 in add-ons to Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. So that is the new offer. Yeah? So basically, they're ready to bid right now. Just tell us, are you going to accept the offer or not? Or should we offer some more? That's what's going on. But like I just showed you, Fabrizio said a whole different story 2 days ago. So I don't know. DiMarzio this is what Alfredo's come out and said. Basically, I had to translate it because I can't talk Italian. Juventus, 4 days to resolve Conceição. Then the clause goes from 30 to 45 million. Contacts with Sancho are confirmed. We'll see what happens next. Juventus has at least 3 fullbacks, high or low on the market or close to being sold. The strategy. So they want Sancho. Alfredo saying it. DiMarzio. It's been said a few times from different journalists, but obviously them journalists have been saying some was as well. They've been saying agreements already been found, blah blah blah, and then Fabrizio will come out and shut it down. So I made sure I had to show you lot what Fabrizio said first, so that you understand that. All right, Fabrizio saying no bid, so just take it with a pinch of salt. Basically, don't get too gassed and think, yep, that's the situation. It's done. So yeah, man. That's the situation with Jadon Sancho, man. 8 million bid. What are you lot saying about that, man? 8 million is taking the piss, but get rid of him straight away. Please, United, say yes. And then Rashford next, please. I'm with you, Joe. It's these wages that's crazy. I think it's the wages. These wages, that's the crazy ones. Anything new on MBEUMO? Not really, nah. I just think it's a pivotal week for him. I think this is the week because we've got pre-season. We fly out on the 22nd of July, which is in 10 days. We fly out in 10 days. So I think it's a pivotal week for him. You get me? The last we heard about him, it's like he's missing right now. The last we heard about him was Laurie Whitwell. And I'll probably just show everyone what Laurie Whitwell was saying as well in a minute about him. Big up yourself, Wiz. So yeah, man, this is the big news of the day, man. More or less, it's just 10.5 million in add-ons to Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. So we'll see what happens with that, man. Does it get accepted? Is it not? Is it real? Is it not real? Who knows? But Alfredo's more or less saying the same thing. Contacts with Sancho and confirmed. We'll see what happens next. So we'll see what happens. Let me move on and we'll spin back round. Not where I got you lot. Oh, look at that. Kwaku. Was it you that asked about Rios the other day as well? NECM news. We need a midfielder. Bam. Just for you. Look. Richard Rios. This is what we're linked with yesterday. So this has come out. I didn't talk about it on yesterday's show because I didn't know it by then. But this is the newest about it. So it's saying Richard Rios now. We're linked with him. Man United's director of football, Jason Wilcox, and head of recruitment, Christopher Vivell, had scouts monitoring Richard Rios throughout the Club World Cup. A fixed fee of 26 million plus bonuses is being sought for the midfielder. Richard Rios caught the eye with his performances for Palmeiras at the World Cup. This is basically, look, they've broke it down and they've showed us the link where they've got their article from. Yeah. So I've gone to the link. You know me. I go into the actual links. I don't just look at the background and go, that's what's being said. No, I go into it to show you lot exactly what's being said. So we can sit here and think, is it going to be true or not? And this is what he said. He just said, we watched him in his Palmeiras when he played Chelsea. United were previously linked with a Brazilian midfielder last summer, which we was, but Palmeiras were unwilling to sell for less than 85 million. Fresh reports now suggest that United remain keen and are considering a bid following Rios' return from the United States. I don't like that. You see, when people start saying fresh reports and that, it's like you're just doing hearsay, mate. Like, you broke the news, we're in for Rios. Let us know the fucking, what do you mean? Tell us, innit? Your sources. Why are you telling us fresh reports? Like, it's someone else. You're doing hearsay. According to those reports, you're talking in third parties now. United's director of football, Jason Wilcox, and head of recruitment, Christopher Vivell, has scouts monitoring Rios during the tournament. Several other Premier League clubs also said to be interested in other Inter Milan and Roma, blah, blah, blah. United dealt warning about with United reportedly considering the bid, the club has been dealt an immediate warning with Serie A side Roma reportedly readying a bid totaling. So basically, he just told us a whole load of nothing, mate. Literally, if you read this report, it's a whole load of nothing. He's just telling me that he's been hearing from reports that United, Jason Wilcox might be in for him. You haven't told us that we're in for him. You just said that we've heard from other reports that is in for him. So you're always better off just saying, I've heard from this person caught offside or something that we're in for Richard Rios. Silly. This is the last. So this is what they're talking about, and this is the last time we got linked to Richard Rios. This is the last time when Palmeiras played Botafogo, we had some scouts there. That's it. So we're not really in for him, it looks like. Inter Milan, Fabrizio spoke about that. That's when he got spoke about. And then Inter Milan's fan page basically just said Tottenham, Forest and Everton are in for him as well. Nothing about United, mate. So I don't know. He is a good player and I like him, but bro, we're not linked with him. I wish we was, but we're not. We don't look like we are anyway as much. What's with the Lowball offer? That's the Sancho. I'll spin around for you, Hidden. Don't worry, I'll spin around. I'll spin around. There's an offer there. I'll show you in a minute. Hello, my Man United brother. Please tell about Richard Rios into Man United. Yeah, man, this is the situation about Richard Rios, man. There's something that's come out last night and it's gone, look, the date's at the bottom, the 11th, and it's saying Man United Director of Football, Jason Wilkinson, Head of Recruitment, Christopher Vell had scouts monitoring Richard Rios throughout the Club World Cup. We already know that kind of, but they're just basically letting us know that it happened. So that's it, really. We had scouts watching him, so we might be interested. And a report came out before saying that Rios would be a cheaper version to Ederson. Because for our midfield, Ederson seems like the priority target. So we might go for Ederson. If we ain't got the money, we might go for Rios. But it looks like there's other teams in for him. And Fabrizio said that Inter in for him, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, and Everton. So I don't know, mate. I don't know. But that's the situation with Rios. Anyway, found out that missing Chelsea signing was from yesterday. It's called, Kendrick Pyers. He said it, Rasmus. He did say it still. Wiz told us. Wiz, you're the one that told us, innit? That it's Pyers. But he told us a bit late. So by that time, everyone just left and went and tried to find out by themselves. But yeah, it's Pyers still. We still don't know who the other guys are, though. Fucking hell, there's loads of them, man. Rio's a good player. If Man United for him, he'll be cool. Yeah, man. I hope we go for him still. I hope we go for him. But, bro, I'll tell you, look, for real, there's no solidified link that's linking us to him. Fabrizio hasn't come out and said that we're in for him. No one's certified. Court Offside is the only person on the left, and they're not the most reliable for me. You lot might think they're reliable. I don't know. But for me, I don't think they're the most reliable. So that's the only person that's linked us to him. And this geezer that's come out yesterday has basically just said we're watching him. We already know that we're watching him. Court Offside already said we were watching him. Look, Man United scouts have been sent to watch him in action in the Club World Cup. So we've known that for probably about a month that we were watching him. So that's nothing new, is it? Do you know what I mean? Amarin got to give a shout out to Palmeiras coach and appeal to the Portuguese connection to ease Rios to United. Yeah, man. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully. 20 million as well. He's only going for 20 million. That's all right. 20 million. He looks like he was doing his thing. He played Chelsea. He didn't look out of place. He was badding a few of them up as well. He was doing all right, bro. Caicedo and Myman in the middle. You get me? So, yeah, man, that's what's going on with Rios. We got Rashford is twerking for Barca. See, he's twerking. It is crazy, bro. This geezer's done everything but touch the grass in Barca. That's the next thing he's got to do is just go there and be seen in a stadium watching them play pre-season. That's the next thing you're probably going to hear from him. Apart from, don't even look at the first article yet. Just look at the second and third. This geezer's like to post on the Barca. He's like to post on the Barca Instagram. Yeah. I think Lewandowski was scoring or something. Who was it? It was someone scoring a goal anyway. Amazing goals. So there we go. 16 amazing goals we scored in the last season. He's gone on there. Like the post. The Barca fans have put it up. This geezer started following Lewandowski, Pedri, and Barcelona on Instagram. He's doing everything to get that move. The only thing he hasn't done is gone and watched the game in pre-season. I wouldn't be surprised because he's already banished from United. He might go over there and watch their pre-season instead. But then there's only one obstacle with Rashford, and that is Deco, who is like their sporting director, and he's still a bit. You get it. Deco continues to be the main hurdle in the Rashford deal. There are still major disagreements within the sporting committee about the choice of attacking reinforcements for now. The focus is on player exits to create room in the wage budgets. So he's preying him a bit. You get me? He's still saying, I don't know about him, man. I don't know. I remember Deco wanted Luis Diaz and he wanted Nico Williams. They all wanted Nico Williams, to be honest, but he wanted Luis Diaz the most. He kept saying Deco. So it looks like there might be a little obstacle still, but obviously, from everything that came out yesterday, Hansi Flick's already said yes. Hansi Flick has given the green light. Rashford's considering him as the number one. They're still talking about loans, so they might wait to the end of the season. But if they've got the green light and Rashford is given priority, he's going to take a wage cut. It's seeming promising still, but like I said, Deco's the only obstacle in that one day. You get me? Deco's the only obstacle. So, yeah. Let me get this one. Amrin got to give a shot. Yeah, I got that one there. Mech. Imagine if Cunha and Leona are only signed in this window and Ineos tell United to promote the youth. Crazy, bro. That would be mad. All the stories about Amrin, yeah? I don't know if you've seen the videos about Amrin, yeah? When he went to Sporting, he kicked out like 20 players after the first season, brought in his own players, and then he won the league. First time in 20 years. That's the certain things that's like motivating us. Like, he can do it. But, bro, how's he going to do it if he can't bring in no players? And I'm sure Ineos told him in January, don't worry, we're only going to give you a left wing back, but in summer, hopefully we win Champions League. If not, we're going to sell a few of these players, these bums, and then we'll get some new players if you don't worry. So they you get it. But, mate, the money situation is so fucked. I don't think Amran knew how bad it was. Do you get it? That it's like, we have to sell to buy, etc. I think he obviously got told, yo, you'll have 200 million to spend or something. You know what I'm saying? Like every manager. So he thought, yeah, man, I'll come back. I'll see what's going on, and then I'll get some players. Obviously, like we've seen, a lot of them have come back lean and whatnot. So some of them are trying to stay. Hopefully, some of them improve. But, mate, we don't know, man. It's a mad one, man. They can't just give him that. I don't think Ineos is just trying to give him that. I think we have to sell, but it's so hard to sell that it's just fucking everything up. And then they're stalling with MBEUMO. If we wrapped up MBEUMO and Cunha by now, we'll all be a bit more optimistic. Like, all right, cool. At least we've got 2 new players that can score goals. But because we haven't even wrapped up MBEUMO, it's a bit techie. So techie, man. Taking off Man United from his bio with the last straw, no way back from. Yeah, he don't want United. He's done with us anyway. You can tell from the Aston Villa loan, he was already like, he went on an interview and literally said he's ready for a new challenge. This is why I don't understand when certain men cry like, oh, Amrin out and Rashford. He went on an interview because he missed one game against City and said, I'm ready for a new challenge. Mad. FIFA'd off. Thames again. Any news on Sancho to Juventus? Yeah, I just spoke about that. So let me go. I'm going to run back on it in a second. Don't worry, I got you. Emi Martinez only advantage over Onana is a height. Emi messes up as much. Bro, Santos. I had an article here. I think I deleted it. It was so ages ago, yeah. Martinez makes more mistakes than Onana. But because he doesn't play for Man United, we don't know about it. Because it doesn't go... It's not going to get nowhere that a Villa player is making loads of mistakes. They're not going to care. No one ain't really going to care. So, when it's Onana, because it's Man United and our fan base is so big and everybody hates us, it's going to get so much traction. So they have to talk about it for a week. Everyone's going to talk about it. But when it's someone at Aston Villa playing, that's not going to get a lot of traction. So there's no point. So he makes more mistakes than Onana, Martinez. More mistakes, and Onana's prevented more goals than him. So Onana's made more saves, etc., than Martinez. But we won't see that side. All we're going to see is the passing, the penalties, my man Martinez doing the little bougie thing ways with the fans, and he's arrogant. That's all we see. Please, someone give me Sir Ratcliffe contact. I want to call him Simon Bemo ASAP. Go on Google, man. I'm sure you can go on Ineos and find him, man. So, yeah, man, that's the situation where Rashi, anyway, he's over twerking for Barca. I hope he gets the move. They've given him the green light that he's the number one, but Deco still got reservations. Deco continues to be the main hurdle in the Rashford deal. He's still like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's still having little doubts. So that's the situation with Rashi, man. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they can just wrap it up, man. But he is over twerking, bro. Like, he is everywhere. He's liking their goals from last season. Like, he was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's on a different thing. But yeah, we'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens with him, man. Richard Rios, like I just said, this was the last we saw about him. This was the last link, and this has just come out, and it ain't really saying much, man. I'll be real. Like, they're literally just saying we've been scouting him, blah, blah, blah. We've caught the eye. Jason Wilcox likes him. He's 26 million. And I saw a report the other day that basically said that Edison's going to be 50 million. So if we want to go for a cheaper version than Edison, we'll go for him. So that might be true. But like I said, all the reports that are saying it are not nobody certified. The most certified person on this list here is Fabrizio Romano, and he doesn't mention Man United. Do you understand? He doesn't say nothing about him. He said Inter among several European clubs, and he uses Man United's name for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like any excuse, he's going to put Man United's name in there. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, this is to come out today. You know me. If I see a document and it's got a link to press, I'm going to press the link and open up the whole document to bring it and show you lot. So we don't just get clickbaited like, oh yeah. So this is what they're saying, that we're just literally been scouting. But we already know that from this article. This is a month old. This article is a month old, and it says Man United are eyeing Richard Rios and are considering a move for him. Man United scouts have been sent to watch him in action in the Club World Cup. That was a month ago. So they're just writing a report yesterday like it's new. It's new. No, it's not. We've already seen that a month ago. So this is, I don't think this is anything to this, but you know me, I bring you like everything anyway. So that's the situation with that. Sancho, obviously, look, let me show you what Fabrizio said. It's a quick video. It's only like 1 minute. Yeah, it's a quick video. This is what Fabrizio said about Sancho. This is the last thing Fabrizio said 2 days ago about Sancho. So when I show you the report, I want it to try and make sense for you, yeah? So this is 2 days ago. What for
recent weeks, Fenerbahce in negotiations for Jadon Sancho, Fenerbahce in advanced talks for Jadon Sancho. My understanding is that between Fenerbahce and Sancho, the situation is currently very quiet. It's not advanced, it's not concrete, it's not progressing. At the moment, the situation is very, very quiet. The expectation is for Manchester United to wait for someone who can really or sign Jadon Sancho on a permanent transfer, or pay the whole salary of Jadon Sancho. At the moment, calls from Napoli 2 weeks ago, then Juventus from Italy again, Fenerbahce had this story in the media, but at the moment no one wants to cover the full salary of Jadon Sancho, so the salary is the topic. And was also the topic for Chelsea, it was also the reason why Chelsea decided not to proceed with the Jadon Sancho story, because they didn't want to break their structure with salaries with the one of Jadon Sancho. So let's see what's going to happen there, but tonight I can still confirm interest from Italy, the calls from Juventus, the calls from Napoli 2 weeks ago, but now what's important to say on Sancho is that Fenerbahce doesn't look like a concrete destination for the player because the situation has gone very, very quiet. Also, guys, I wanted to clarify something else because we mentioned Chelsea and Jadon Sancho. More movements in England. I wanted to start clarifying, guys, despite all the messages I'm getting on Jadon Sancho, that at the moment, despite the calls taking place in the recent weeks, Juventus have still not sent any official bid to Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. So at the moment, I know there are many reports coming out from Italy, but from what I'm told, Manchester United have not received any official bid from Juventus for Jadon Sancho. So that remains the situation at the moment. We will follow the situation. But first, we had many stories on Fenerbahce in advanced talks, and that was not true. On Jadon Sancho Juventus, they asked about the player. It was days ago, but at the moment it's not a concrete negotiation because there is still no bid to Manchester United. So we will see what's going to happen with Jadon Sancho. There is
Yeah, so that's what he said 2 days ago. The only reason I played you like that video so that you can know he's saying there's no bid, it's gas, Fenerbahce is a myth, it's only Juventus, but they haven't bidded. So this is what's come out now tonight, yet last night. So Juventus have offered 10 million euros plus 5 in add-ons to Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. So this is what's coming out. Yeah. So basically, they're ready to bid. They're ready. They're saying, yo, this is what we're offering, accept it or not type of thing. Alfredo Padula's come out and basically said the same thing. 4 days to resolve Conceição. Then the clause goes to 45 million because Conceição, who they loaned from Porto, has got a clause. I think it's a release clause or something, and it's cheap. But it goes from 30 million to 45 million. So that's the Conceição thing. They're trying to get Conceição and Sancho apparently. So this is what's going on, mate. It's 10 million plus 5. We've already told everyone we want 25 million, and everyone said it was cool. Now they're trying to lowball us. Look at this. This is a lowball offer. What the fuck is a 10 million euros? That's 8 million. 8 million bid for Sancho. You're kind of taking the piss for that one still. But then again, his wages are so mad, do you just get rid of him? But it's like 8 million's a bit, you're taking the piss. He's got 1 year left on his contract. I get it, but come on. 8 million is mental. This is the lowball offer hidden, yeah? So, yeah, 8 million is what they want for Jadon Sancho. What do you lot reckon? You reckon we should take that or not? 8 million for Sancho and a bit of add-ons on top. Remember, add-ons don't mean anything. It could be the hardest thing to reach or whatever. But, mate, It's just anything to get rid of the freedom fighter, mate, that they're offering us silly things. This is what's happening. So that's what's come out about Jadon Sancho last night. They're ready to bid 10 million euros plus 5. I don't know, man. I just want this geezer gone. Like, just get rid of him. That's what I'm on. Let me get a few of these. Yeah, I see this video still. I see our troops crashed out and Saeed. About Madueke, innit? Madueke's got them man there doing wonders over there, bro. They are all going crazy over Madueke. Eric Ten Hag really were up. Yeah, Ten Hag ruined a lot of it. He was going to sell Ahmad. If Ahmad never got injured, Ten Hag would have sold Ahmad Diallo. This geezer's mad, bruv. His talent ID is the worst I've ever seen of a manager, ever. So, Bader, big up yourself, man. You can really tell by Sancho came from that scum off the other side of Manchester. 100%, innit? He come from the academy of City. Safe. I only think about scoring and winning. It changes everything. Premier League, I spent 10 years there without being able to play a single match. Yeah, he went Coventry. He was at Brighton, innit? Something I like to do. It would be great revenge. He's twerking for Arsenal too much, man. Twerking. Barcelona, Betis and Juventus, Napoli are exposing the true value of English players. Sad Man United are the victims. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. They're not even coming for them. This is what I'm saying. They're not even coming and they're talking about loans. Stupid, bro. The money is small. I know, they're taking a piss. I think they're taking a piss, but it's the wages. But 8 million's mad. You can't sell him for 8 million. I think that would be embarrassing for Sancho. Like, you got sold for 8 million. You got bought for 73 million and sold for 8 million. That is crazy. I'd take 15 million pounds plus 5 million easy. Yeah, that's 20 million at least. At least you can go and say we sold it for 20 million. And that goes into the kitty 20 million. But 8 million is mad. Remember, 8 million plus 5. So that's going to be about 10 million in total, you know. 10, 11 million. 11 million pounds. This is euros, they're saying as well. It's not even like they're saying this in pounds, you know. 10 plus 5 is 15 million. Bro, they're saying this in euros. This is crazy, bro. Some hints on MBEUMO, Douglas Luiz, Victor Gyökeres and Vlahovic. I've got nothing on MBEUMO. It's more or less the same. Laurie Whitwell last spoke. This is the last we've heard from MBEUMO, and this geezer's been missing ever since. Literally, this is the last we heard from MBEUMO. He spoke about him on a video. I've still got the video as well. Douglas Luiz, nothing. We spoke about the swap deal. Victor Gyökeres, we've got a video that came out last night. He is twerking. Fabrizio spoke about it. So I don't know, man. I don't know if he's even attainable. I'll be real. And I showed you that Douglas Luiz's thing anyway, innit? His injury record is crazy. Where's the swap deal? I had a swap deal here for Douglas Luiz and Sancho, but I might have got rid of it because it's just so unlikely it's going to happen that there was no point even talking about it anymore. But yeah, Douglas Luiz, he looks like I see something today that I think Nottingham Forest. Is it Nottingham Forest that won him? Tottenham. I think Tottenham are big in for him, you know. Douglas Luiz. I see something earlier still. But we'll see. 8 million is an insult. Yeah, it's a bit mad, man. 8 million is crazy. This is what he's talking about, guys. For those that's missed it, 8 million is what they're basically offering. 10 million in euros is basically 8 million, apparently. So it's like a 10 million bid in all, or 11 million. It's silly. But Alfredo said the same thing, that they're trying to deal with Conceição. But then Fabrizio came out yesterday and said that they would prefer Conceição than Sancho. So I don't know if they want one or each or both. It's a weird one, man. I don't know if they want one or both. I don't need theories. I want answers from Man United. Yeah, we all do, man. We want a bomber. That's what we want, mate. Every day there's a bomber. Someone puts a bomber in here when I'm on stream and it's another team. Kudus, he's going to Tottenham. Gibbs White, Madueke. Every day, someone's getting a bomber and it's not nothing to do with us. It's crazy. Fee for Jadon Sancho, 5 million euros, low. It's crazy. Juventus are joking, innit? It's a loss to Man United. Everything's a loss, though. Everything's a loss, and he's got 1 year left. Everything's a loss, though. Remember, we bought him for 73 million, so we're never going to get half of that money back. Never going to get 30 million for him. We know that. This geezer's terrible, man. At least 20 million is cool. And that's a Chelsea fan saying that. That's a Chelsea fan telling us at least 20 million. But Chelsea, they sell the best. No one sells players like Chelsea. They made about 165 million of Havertz, Madueke, and Mount. 165 million of Havertz, Madueke, and Mount. If we had all three of them, we would have sold them for about 40 million, 50 million, 20 million each, 20 million Havertz. We would have probably sold it for about 15. Mount, how much can we sell Mount for right now? Let's be real. 20 million, 25. This is what I'm saying. We don't know how to sell people. Chelsea sold the best, mate. 165 million, bro. Madueke, Havertz, and Mount. Crazy. 3 players. I can know why Spurs benefits the most after man. Spurs got 100 million that they just trigger and release clause. You know what everyone does with release clauses? You don't want to pay 60 million up front. So what you do is you go there, you negotiate. Look, can I pay a little bit extra, but I'll pay it in installments. They got that 100 million and said, we're good. We'll pay the whole 60 up front for more Gibbs White. Mad. And now they got Saudi owners giving them naming rights for their stadium. So they're going to get money for that as well. Mental. Only thing about Spurs, their owner, Levy, is a bit money hungry. So he might not invest so much into the transfers. He might just do a bit this one. But it looks like they started off well, mate. Got Gibbs White, Kudus. That's about, 110 or something mil. And they're talking about Wissa. Fabrizio went online and said they're not done yet. They still want a central midfielder. They're talking about Wharton. Mad. Obviously, I still got the pre-season dates for those that don't know it. It's the actual pre-season. This is pre-season, but the actual tour is on the 22nd of July. For those that don't know, because someone said yesterday 19th. 19th is not the tour. 19th is a pre-season. It's pre-season, but it's like a friendly in Sweden. And then the actual tour, we fly out on the 22nd of July. And then we go to America, West Ham, Bournemouth, Everton, 27th of July, New Jersey, 31st of July, Chicago, and then Atlanta on the 3rd of August. That is that's pre-season. And then Fiorentina is another friendly. So it's still pre-season, but it's not part of the tour. The tour is the 3 games in the middle that's in America. You understand? Obviously, we don't really care, innit? All of them is just pre-season to us, but I'm just letting you know that's what it is. So, yeah, 22nd of July, which is 10 days from now, we need MBEUMO on that plane, bro. 22nd of July. We need MBEUMO on that plane. Yeah, look, everyone's going mad about this offer. Oh, my days, look. Bullshit offer. Trust me, 15 million. Bruv, that's in euros, mate. Buffalo, you're saying 15 million. That's in euros. Imagine it in pounds. In pounds, it's probably like 11 million or something. He's not coming. Who's that one there? He's not coming where? He's not going, you mean? What do you mean? For Jordan Sancho, at least Juventus should be paying 40 million. Is better. No way. We would be. I'll cut off your hand for 40 million. I don't think that's happening, mate. No way. 40 million ain't happening. Let me show you a thing. 40 million is not happening. 40 million is not happening. Forget about it. 40 million is not happening. You're buzzing with that one. Where's this thing? Let me show you that something. Yes, my brother Chris. Big up yourself, man. This is the news, man, Chris, man. This is the latest news. It's this Jadon Sancho stuff. They offered this last night. Obviously, I never came back on stream last night, so I couldn't say it yesterday. So we have to talk about it now. This is what came out last night. You can see the date and the time at the bottom. It's all 11 o'clock at night. Juventus have offered 10 million plus 5 in add-ons to Man United for Jadon Sancho. That's in euros, mate. So that's about 8 million up front. Add-ons is never, ever solidified. That's why it's called add-ons. They're not achievable. So when they sit down and they talk about all of our transfers and they add it all up, they're just taking the piss. So we can buy someone for literally, we bought Mazarabi for 12 million, but they'll say he cost 17 million because they're adding up the add-ons. Mazarabi might not ever achieve the add-ons. The add-ons might be some mad stuff. So add-ons don't really mean much. Do you understand? And the season that we had anyway, whatever add-ons that he had probably didn't get achieved anyway. Because they're probably like Champions League, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, let's just look at the main fee, which is 10 million, which is basically like 8 million pounds. That's what they're offering for him. 8 million pounds, bro. It's gone mad, isn't it? But remember, Fabrizio, I just played the video a few times. Fabrizio came out and said there's been no bid recently. So we don't know, mate. If this is even true. And that was 2 days ago that Fabrizio said that. So who knows? Enios, why don't you try Rodrigo to United is better for next season? This guy is mad. Rodrigo, brother. We can't sign Rodrigo right now. He's even for sale. Sold Avaro. Yeah, Avaro. We got some money for a minute. We got some here we go money for Avaro, Elanga, and MBEUMO is going to the club in Europe. Who's MBEUMO? Who's that? MBEUMO. MBEUMO said he wants United or he's staying at Brentford. The last we heard about MBEUMO was from Laurie Whitwell. And let me show you what else got said about MBEUMO. The last thing, who else spoke about MBEUMO? Someone else, Ben Jacobs, I think it was. Was it Ben Jacobs? Someone else spoke about MBEUMO, and basically, bruv, it's just a standoff right now, man. It's a proper standoff. But like I keep telling you, that we got to keep checking our mirrors for Wissa. Because if Wissa goes, we're finished, mate. So this is the last thing that came out of like someone spoke about with MBEUMO, as in like something that like he's going through, like he's frustrated and blah blah blah. Obviously he's frustrated with how long it's taken, but he's professional and anticipates these things. I spoke to him about a week ago and he's very calm with everything that is going on. But of course he's already told him he wants to go to United. He just wanted the two clubs to find an agreement, and he's very grateful for the opportunity that he's been given by Brentford in his career. So I think that last line is kind of like saying, bro, I'm grateful for the opportunity you lot are giving me, but just let me go. So it's like, you get it. But this is the Cameroon assistant coach. So this is the last thing that happened. But like I said, Wissa, we got to check our mirrors, mate. Because if Wissa goes, it's been reported by several journalists now. If Wissa leaves, they are not selling MBEUMO. They're not selling both of their goal scorers, mate. So they'll sell one, they're not going to sell both. So that's the situation with MBEUMO. So it's scary, man. It's scary. Like, we could have just wrapped this up. Bam. 2nd of June is when we started talking about it. Now we're checking our mirrors and looking at Wissa. What's going on with him? Forest are putting in bids. Tottenham are putting in inquiries. And then Tottenham's getting told 50 million. And then they're like, they're mulling over the price. Luckily. Imagine Tottenham just put 40 million and they said accepted. We're finished, mate. We're finished. And they're not going to sell both of them. And let me show you why they're not going to sell both of them. Because they've said, obviously, clearly, where is it? Let me show you. They've said that, obviously, we've already sold, what's my man called? We've already sold Thomas Frank, which is our manager. We've sold our captain, our leader, as a Norgard, and we're not going to sell both of our goal scorers. Look at the last article. Look how much goals they scored in between them. That's 39 goals. So he scored 19 goals with some no penalties. He's a bit underrated, you know, I'll be real. He's very underrated. The difference between Man United and Chelsea, that Chelsea have learned how to move on players, even if they're on form. They sell academy players without sentiment, exactly. And I keep telling you, when you sell academy players, you can spend 3 times the amount. So when they're selling these players, Gallagher and that, for 40 million, they can spend 120 now. This is what I'm saying to you. They're trying to sell Chalobah now, 25 million. When they sell Chalobah for 25 million, they'll be able to spend 75. This is what I'm trying to say. And remember, most deals are done in installments. And you got to remember about Chelsea as well. They do everything. They give the maddest, they give the longest deals, 7 years. So imagine doing a deal in installments for 7 years. Think about it. Imagine that. So your players cost 60 million. Yeah, we're going to pay 8 million or something every year for 7 years. Whatever it's going to be. That's how they're doing deals. It's crazy, bro. So they got so much to spend. They can spend and buy so much players because they do it smart. 7 years. But then again, if it flops, say someone like Mudryk right now. Mudryk's got a 7-year deal and he might get a ban. And then how are you going to move him on after that ban? How much is he going to cost? Say he's out for 2 years after he's been banned. And then after that, 2 years, he comes back. Like Pogba's come back now. He can only be a free agent because no one's going to pay money for him. They're going to say, this guy ain't been in football for 2 years. Apparently, he's been doping. No way am I going to pay money. So, of course, free agent. They've let him go. He's gone to Monaco. So, someone like Mudryk, because he's got 7 years, you have to sell him now or cancel the contract. And when you cancel the contract, you still got to pay him his money. So, it's a bit fucked up. Good morning. Big up yourself, Suspicious, man. Come on, man. Nice channel. Big up, big up, big up. Pletterberg said Ekitike might stay at Frankfurt. Bro, he's 85 million. Of course. 85 million, and he's not proven. He didn't even... How much goals did this kid even score? I don't even know how much goals he scored, but he didn't score that much goals. Ekitike goals. He didn't score that much goals, bro. Mamouche left in January and scored more goals than him. He scored 15 goals last season. 15 goals, mate. Ekitike. And they're trying to sell him for 85 million. The guy's young. He's had a good season where he's looked all right, etc. He linked up well. But, mate, he's not worth 85 million. This is what's going on. Bare people are getting priced out. What happened to Tyler Diblin, man? Tyler Diblin. Everyone was talking about him. He's the next one up. Tyler Diblin. They said they want 100 million, Southampton. Just got relegated. No one wanted linked to him no more. Everyone just said, see you later, man. Chatting shit. Very interesting. Plus kit launch will that finally mean here we go for MBEUMO. Kit launch? Oh, it's about the pre-season. That's on the... What do you mean? Very interesting. Plus kit launch. I know that we're showing our kit the first time on the 9th of August. Like our home kit, the first time we're going to play it in front of our fans, it's going to be 9th of August, isn't it? That's Old Trafford. So for those that don't know, this pre-season thing, the last game is in Old Trafford, and that's when you show the fans the new kit, you play, that's it. Is that what you're talking about? I'm sure, is it that? Kit launch. Because everywhere else, obviously it's America, etc. Oh, it's what, 16th? Yeah. They're launching the kit in it. Yeah. They're launching the kit in 4 days or something. yeah. But yeah. MBEUMO, hopefully, here we go, man. Hopefully we can get it. Here we go. Like I said, 22nd of July is when we're flying out. So we've still got 10 days. So don't worry about that. That's that Leeds game. That Leeds game is nothing. That Leeds game's in Sweden, quick friendly, no problem. Then we fly out on the 22nd, 2 days after that, or 3 days, whatever. And then we go to America. Obviously, we'll train there for a few days, and then we're going to play the first game against West Ham. West Ham ain't made no signings. They've just lost Kudus. So we should be battering them, really. Our flop players are hard to sell. Bro, we can't sell players, man. It's crazy. And they don't want to go. They all got demands. Rashford, I only want to go Barca. It's looking promising right now. I don't get twisted, but he's still got demands. Anthony, I only want Betis. Garnacho, I only want to stay in the Premier League. Like, they're all just moving mad. Yeah, look, Garnacho. Let me get into Garnacho. Anyway, this geezer, there was reports about my man. He's going to go back and train with the squad. Bro, it's not happening. It's not happening. And Ben Jacobs, by the way, came out yesterday. I don't know if you lot saw the video, but he came out yesterday and said, Ruben's not on the joke team. Like, if he says they're not going to play again, they're not playing again. He done the same thing in Sporting. He went there and got someone that everyone liked. Slimani, I think his name is, Islam Slimani. He was a fan favorite, apparently. He didn't like the way he was moving. He said, yeah. Went to the president, said, it's me or my man. They kicked out my man. Exiled him for the whole thing. He went to Sporting B. He got kicked out the whole first team. So he's not on a joke thing. He's saying he's not going to train. You're not going to train, bro. You're not coming back. So there was reports on ESPN. Now they're getting cancelled as well. A bit funny for coming with that. And they were saying basically Garnacho was allowed to train again. And then obviously Rich Frey, reliable for United News, just come out and said, Man United have not handed Alejandro Garnacho permission to return to training. Like, it's bullshit. And then a report come out saying Amarin's not on a joke thing. You'll see, like, he's very strict. He smiles a lot and jokes, but these players are not coming back. The freedom fighters, forget about them. You understand? Like, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you. That's what he said. Sancho's salary is worth us 10 million per season. I have just 1 year left to just let him go, no matter the price. Get 10 million from Juve, save 10 million. You know what it is, though? I agree with you, yeah? But this is what Ben Jacobs said as well, yeah? Ben Jacobs said, everyone is moving stern with their prices. Why can't we? Brentford are saying we want 65 million or whatever they want, and they're being stern. But when we stay stern for our players, like Rashford, we want 40 million for him. Barca keeps coming in for loans, and then we're saying, no, we want 40 million. We're staying stern because why not? Because you've already shown your hand that you want Nico Williams, and he had a release clause, so you got money. The same thing with Sancho. Everyone said 25 million ain't that much. Everyone's got 25 million. Pay your 25 million. At least for now, stay stern. I know what you're saying, though. We just want to see the back of him. We just want him gone. I hear you. Just get him gone. The wages, you save a lot, etc. But at least for now, what? 8 million. Fuck off. Bring me my money. You know what I'm saying? Because Fabrizio said it, bro. The money's not a problem. It's the wages. So maybe they're trying to lowball us now with the price and saying, listen, for us to be able to afford these wages, we will take him on them wages, but give us a deal. So maybe give us him for 8 million, and then we'll give you 5, and then we're going to pay 5 million off his wages, basically. You know, something like that. Like we'll give you 15 million, and then 5 million will go to his wages. So we'll only give you 15 million. It might be something like that, but I think right now we have to stay a bit stern, man, to show that we're negotiators as well, man. Because that's one thing that used to happen with us. We just let anyone go for anything. And that's what used to happen. But I hear what you're saying, though. We should just let him go. But at least not yet. At least show some balls, like, 20 million at least. You said you wanted 25. All right, 20 million. But 8 million, you're taking the piss. I remember we said we wanted 25 million as well. They're going with that with Euros. Spurs in Europe should have a chance, but does Wissa want first team games or a bench boy? Wissa will probably start for them, though. They got Thomas Frank, bro. They got Thomas Frank, Buffalo. You think Thomas Frank's going to want Solanke or Wissa? Wissa works hard, bro. And he scored 19 goals, no penalties, brother. Look at this list on the right, bro. That's the top scorers. He scored 19 goals, no penalties. And MBEUMO scored 15 goals open play, 5 penalties. He scored 19 goals, no penalties, bro. You think Thomas Frank ain't going to want him there? And you got to remember, Brentford is a team that defends. Brentford's a team that defends, and he scored 19 goals. That's crazy. You think he's going to go for Solanke? Solanke had a shit season last season. Man, you must buy MBEUMO quick. Time is money. Yeah, bro. We got 10 more days till pre-season, man. We need him on there. 7-year installments plus interest. Buffalo. Trust me. Chelsea's on a different thing. Mudryk signed 8-year deal. See? It was 8-year contract with, yeah? See what I'm saying? 8 years, my man's on. So they'll sign him for like 85 million, I think they signed him. 8 years. What's that then? That's like, what, 11 million every year? That's how Chelsea do it. They'll do 11 million for 8 years. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. They do it so sick, but they're fucked now. Because Mudryk is doping. If he gets banned for 2-3 years, they got to pay him off for the rest of the contract now. Because no one's going to buy him. This is what's going on. Look at Paqueta. They're trying to ban Paqueta, apparently. No one wants him no more. We need to hurry up. I'm with you, Joseph, man. I'm with you. Away kit's on the 16th. Galenius Ineos came for sabotage. Mamouche, much better than these Gyökeres. Sesko, Ekatike is what we're chatting about. Yeah, but Mamouche is... I like Mamouche as well, you know, but he wouldn't suit what we want. We want a proper 9, innit? Mamouche comes to the ball. You're not putting the ball in the box and Mamouche is going to get the end of it. That's what Haaland does. You see how they got the difference? They got Haaland and Mamouche. Sometimes Mamouche plays on the wing sometimes as well. So he's good. He's good overall, but we need a player that's in the box. When that ball comes in, remember, what's his name? Remember, Rosso, was it Rosso? What's that team called? What's that team called? Atletico. When we went there and they got the red card. Remember, when he pulled back Højlund? That's what we need our striker doing. When we won 3-0 and they got the red card, because he pulled back Højlund last minute, that's what we need a striker to do. That's what, what's his name? Amrin wants his striker to do. So someone like Mamouche ain't going to be doing them runs. He needs a proper number 9. Richard Rios is very good. I've seen a little bit of him, but like I said, this geezer's only breaking down what's really going on, all the little links. Hey again, bro, streaming live, Uganda. Any positive movements, updates on MBEUMO as of now? Thanks and big up. Big up yourself, man, from Uganda, man. Big up Uganda as well, man. Nothing really, really new on him. I was more just like I feel like we got to wrap it up within 10 days, man. I feel like 10 days, because of the pre-season, I feel like this is the time now. It has to be wrapped up. So this is what the last thing that got said about him was the Cameroon stuff. And then obviously Lovie Whitwell spoke about him and just basically said he still thinks it's going to happen. You can just read the first line. I still think it's going to happen. It's just that United have overpaid for players in the past and Ratcliffe has an agenda to change that. The club also feels like they should do that. It's prudent. They've made people redundant. It's the same time they are spending money, which is probably accumulated the gap for MBEUMO. Remember, they're spending 62 on one player and 65 on another. It's a lot of money as well. So, yeah, I think 65 is fair, innit? But we don't know what's really going on in that room. And we're not getting no reports that's really going on, what the hold-up is. No one don't know. Everyone just saying, bruv, it's about overspending. Brentford are staying with their price. It's bare games, basically, bare negotiation games. But it's gone on for 6 weeks. still feel like United have done so much work here that it's different to the Brantford one last summer. Brantford, we went in for a bid, 45 million. They refused it. We went in for another one and we walked away. So he's saying he don't think we'll walk away because it's not like the Brantford one. We've done more. We've got closer. We've agreed personal terms with MBEUMO. He's said to everyone he don't want to go nowhere else but us. It's a bit different. So yeah, he's just saying basically they made a couple bids. Remember, we had Lenny Euro, we had De Ligt as an alternative. If they missed out, we missed out on MBEUMO. They've already missed out on the lap. Where do you go from there? So who's next? Who do we replace MBEUMO with? Someone said Semenyo yesterday. I don't really think Semenyo's good enough, man. I need to get his shot conversion rate to show you lot as well, man. How poor Semenyo's shot conversion rate is, bro. It's crazy. It's just like Garnacho a bit when it comes to shooting. Semenyo. Yeah, man. So, yeah, basically, he just said all of that. And he said, I think it was getting close. It feels like the bids that have been made and what the bids have been made, blah, they weren't far apart. Clearly, United have a position. Brentford have a position to maintain. I think we're at the stage of the club where Jim Ratcliffe, where they're trying to negotiate hard for players and don't want to seem like they're losing out. So it's just about an ego thing, man. Literally. Yeah, even if it was only a couple of million, then that's something that United don't want it to look like we've been forced into. Surely there's a middle ground in all this. So they can meet somewhere in the middle, man. Can. Man, you should buy athletic midfielder Edison from Atlanta. That's our main target, bro. That's our main target, Schumer. Literally. But we ain't got the money yet. We need to sell. That's our main target. And that's why they're saying if we can't afford Edison, because he's going to be about 60 million, we'll go for Richard Rios. That was the link. That's what it came out saying. It's one or the other. Greedy wages are mad. Bruv, you can't even say greedy wages are mad because imagine you go into a club and they give you 300k or whatever it is. You will take it. The club is the idiots. So you can't even really blame him. I can't really blame Sancho for getting put on them wages. It's our club, the Glazers and that, and who they had, Woodward and that, just buying any player, going up to them, whatever they say, we want 300k. You want 300k? We'll give you 280. Yeah, they're not even negotiating. No, we're starting from 180. They're just literally like, we'll drop it 20. 280. Stupid. So I don't even blame him, bro, for getting put on that. But it's just now, you've got your little money for however long you've been here, 3 years, 2 years. Now drop your wage and go. You know what I mean? But he's moving mad. He still don't want to drop it. I want Spurs to try for Maino. That boy improves my team. Don't mind paying 40 to 60. 40 for 60 for Maino. You've got mad, Pete. No way. I know you lot are going for a little time. You got a bit of money there, but big man, you're not getting Maino. You don't even want to go, to be honest. You don't want to go. We're in contract talks with him, but see Man United. Obviously, the journalists just have to make up stories every day. So, Maino's not happy. He's going to leave. He's up for sale. It's all lies. He's happy. Academy. He supported United all his life. He wants to stay. And they're talking about contracts, but we just haven't got it over the line yet. And because no one knows what's happening, you got all the journalists guessing. There's a lot of guesswork now. He's not happy. Chelsea are going to be in for him. So Maino's not going nowhere. Trust me, it's not even going to happen. But 40-60 wouldn't get him you anyway. That's nothing. That wouldn't even get his shin pad. United is too slow. Okay, I get it. Yeah, bro, it's mad. He's better than Edison. Richard Rios is better than Edison. Yeah, I've seen him. I ain't seen him that much to say that. Thomas Frank, his fee goes for Wissa. He's playing over Solanke, bro. I'm telling you that now. You're not scoring 19 goals for me on a defensive team, and then now I'm on a Champions League team with better players, Maddison and all of these guys, and I'm going to be playing Solanke, someone that I don't really know like that. That's what's going on. We must buy players on Man United. Yeah, 100% Derek, man. I'm with you, man. Who replaced Lindelof and Evans? I think because Heavens stepped up, they said we can leave it for one season. Heaven stepped up. Maguire stayed for one more year. So it's like, all right, we can leave it for one more season. That's what's happened. We need to sell floppy players again and sign Hundo. Ollie Watkins still available. Ollie Watkins has been available. Arsenal winning for him last season and they told him 60 million. That's the situation with Ollie Watkins. It's 60 million. That's the only thing. Is anyone going to pay 60 million? That's another option. I think personally, Ollie Watkins is our last option. That's what we can get. Obviously, there was the links to Mateta and all of that. Let me show you about Mateta. This is what came out. Is it yesterday or the day before about Mateta? Oh shit, not that one. Look, not this one. That one. That breaking. John Mateta is currently the priority target among the forwards contacted by AC Milan. in recent days. The striker is very keen on joining Milan, and his entourage is putting pressure on Crystal Palace to open the door. So that's the last that came out about Mateta. And you got to remember, Mateta, that's the fans pushing that. All of us are talking about that and saying we should go for Mateta. Mateta is a good one. I haven't seen one link of Man United or in for Mateta. Not one. So I don't think we even want Mateta. I'll be real. I don't think we even want him. Ollie Watkins now, I think that's the most realistic. Gyökeres is twerking for Arsenal. It's probably going to happen. Osimhen, he's going Galatasaray because he wants money. I think the last hope is Watkins. And Watkins is already, like, it's been said by someone reliable, as in Laurie Whitwell. No one reliable has linked us to Mateta. Tell me another striker that you don't think we should go for. I think Watkins is probably the best option. This is Watkins' stats. I think he's the best option, man. 16 goals, 15 league goals minimum in last 3 seasons. He ain't gone one season that he scored minimum 11 goals. This is not no Rasmus numbers, nothing. Every season, even when he's at Brentford, etc. Even when Aston Villa was near the relegation zone in 2020, this geezer is still scoring minimum 11 goals. But they're saying 60 million. That's the only thing about it. 60 million, bro. Crazy. No to Semenyo, not good for Man United. I'm telling you, Semenyo is good, but he ain't got the end product. See the way Garnacho frustrates us? That's the exact same Semenyo is. His shot conversion rate is poor. I'm telling you, though. I'm telling you, they put it up on Sky Sports once. He had a number of shots exceeding even Mo Salah. And he scored 11 goals. Bro, he had 117 shots and scored 11 goals. You know how bad that is? This is what I'm trying to say to you about Semenyo. He'll remind you of Garnacho. He's better. Like the way he skips past, he looks better and he's more cleaner. But the end product, the shooting, terrible. I'm telling you. We'll have the same thing. Maino, 150 million. Different. FIFA. Thamesgen, I'm going to change your name to FIFA. You always got a FIFA. I don't even know half of these names. Who the hell is Nelson Diosa? Who is that geezer? How many new bids is that? Mike, we've got a new bid apparently for Sancho. This is it. And it's £8 million, mate. Are you taking that? Are you taking that or not? What's going on with Brian and Bremo deal? I just basically spoke the last thing. I just think Brian and Bremo deal, there's nothing really new about it. I just think it has to be wrapped up now. This is the last. It's a pivotal call. 10 days because we go on the 22nd of July to America. So that's the last thing about it. Obviously, Laurie Whitwell is the last to speak about it. I might show the video what he last said about it soon, but that's it. Like, we haven't really heard nothing new. Fabrizio saying the same things every day. It's advancing. They're still in talks. They're confident. They're optimistic. Blah, blah, blah. But, mate, we haven't heard anything. We blame Glazers for paying. Yeah, man, we got to blame the Glazers. We can't blame a man for coming in and be getting put on 300k. I want him gone, Sancho. But bro, he just hit the lottery. You got a team that wants you, which is the biggest club in England, and then they're giving you 300k or whatever it is, 280. You're like you fit the jackpot. Watkins is way too expensive. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. 60 million's mad. He's 29 as well. There's no sell-on fee. It's mad. That's freaking good season. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you, bruv. And this is what I said Ineos is trying to cook up. They said we need goals. They just went to the top scorers and said, let's get 3 players out of there. Cunha and MBEUMO and maybe Watkins. Because Laurie Whitwell's already told us that we want Watkins. So if Laurie Whitwell's saying it, then it's true. So he looks like the most reliable. But 60 million is mental, bro. I'm not going for no 60 million. That's mad. And that's overpaying. 100% that's overpaying. His stats are mad. Look at his stats, brother. 54 games. Bro, when the hell... Because Ollie Watkins' name doesn't go crazy like that. But look at this geezer on a 23-24 season. 27 goals. What? Were they in Champions League that season there? 27 goals. That's madness. 27 goals. What's that? Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Prem... Were they in Champions League, Villa? The season before last. I know they was in Champions League last season, which is the 24-25. They were knocked out by PSG. But Was it in the Champions League the season before that, though? For him to get 27 goals? Or is that just domestic stuff, English? That's madness. 16 goals. The year before that, 11 goals. Minimum 11 goals on his rap sheet. This guy's not on a joke thing. And he's underrated a bit. His movement's a bit good, but he does miss a lot of chances. And he does have games where he goes missing. But he can't do that for Man United. So for Aston Villa, when they lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace in the FA Cup, he went missing. They played Arsenal. Watch that game. Hate watch. I'm sitting down watching it. He missed 2 chances. So when he's playing for Man United, but that's what I'm saying to you, though. If Ineos do what they wanted to do and they get 3 players out of this, which is Watkins, Cunha, and MBEUMO, we won't even have to put that much pressure on him. See the way he's got the pressure on him at Villa, where he's having to score 11 goals minimum anyway. He won't even have that pressure because the goals should be spreading around. So even if Cunha ends up with 6 goals, and MBEUMO ends up with 8 goals, Watkins ends up with 10, Bruno ends up with 5, Ahmad ends up with... That's enough. Everyone just chipping in. Xerxes ends up with 7. That's how it needs to be as a winning team. Look at Man City when they were winning. They were playing with a false 9. Jesus scoring goals. De Bruyne, Sterling, and Mahrez. It's everywhere. You don't know where it's going to come from. Foden. That's how you need to be going in there. We need to be a proper team again where we're going to play a game against someone and they turn around and go in, oh, bruv, they got too much players, mate. You see, when I start doing my match review, match previews, I'm going to start getting people on here for the team that we're playing. So say like we're playing Arsenal. The Arsenal fan needs to be coming on there and saying, oh, mate, you lot have got so much dangerous. You got Cunha, you got Bruno, you got Ahmad, you got MBEUMO, you got Watkins, you got... They need to be saying that. Before, all they say to me is, oh, you lot got Ahmad. That's it. I'm only scared about Ahmad. If Ahmad ain't playing, we're good. And then when Ahmad got injured, all they started saying to me was, you lot have only got Bruno. That's it. Bruno can't do nothing. I'm not scared of you lot. I swear. Ireland. That's it. Garnacho. This is what I'm saying. So we need to have a team that is scary from all fronts. You don't know who's going to be the guy that get that day. It could be anyone. It could be Xerxes. It could be Cunha. It could be MBEUMO. It could be Bruno. It could be anyone, bro. That's what we need to do. We need to build a team that is just full of stars. You don't know who's who. I'll be disappointed seeing Richard Rios slipping out of our hands because this is really opportunity market. 8 million bid for Sancho is a big joke. Yes, crazy, bro. Crazy. Like I said, I played a video earlier and Fabrizio basically said that no bid's gone in yet. And that was 2 days ago. So obviously that's the Italian journalist. It could have happened now. It might not. He might be chatting shit. Who knows? But 8 million is a bit disrespectful when you actually think about it. I'm sure Watkins can improve with the support of Cunha and MBEUMO. That's what I'm saying. There won't be that much pressure. And you should be getting more goals anyway. With that much people behind you, because you got to remember, I think Cunha got 6 assists or something. Where's the assist? Let me show you the assist. Let me show you that. Because what I know MBEUMO got 8 assists. So what did Watkins get? Cunha, sorry. Let me show you the assist. This is what I'm saying. And you got Bruno. Bruno's chance creation every year. Since he's come, I don't think anyone's even on his level. These things different. So you just got so much threats. You don't know where it's going to come from, bro. The goal could come from anywhere. Literally. That's how we got to have it. Watkins can improve with Cunha and MBEUMO. Let me show you Cunha and MBEUMO's assist record. It's here. Look at this. I've had this one here for a minute. This one here. 6 assists for Cunha, 8 assists for MBEUMO. That's just the Premier League. And you've got to look at that article, the second one, and just look at what stands out to me. It probably don't stand out to you, but for me, look, I look at the 38 matches played. That's every single game. This geezer played every game. Cunha only played 33 games because he's headbutting people, punching people, taking glasses off people's faces, getting banned for 3-4 games. That's the only reason he played 33. I think he was only injured in 1. He wasn't even, he still played. He played against Tottenham, and I think he came off half time. He felt a little injury, but he's been getting banned, isn't it? Obviously, like 3-game bans and whatnot. MBEUMO played every single game, 38 games last season, 20 goals, 8 assists. So 8 assists, 6 assists. That's why I came here to show you. And then you got Ahmad, and then you got Bruno. So Watkins is in good hands, basically. You understand? If you're doing that there, and Villa don't really have them players that chance create that much anyway. They don't really have a player. Only Tielemans. apart from Tielemans, you don't really have that player that's proper. Rodgers, he runs with the ball and he does what he needs to do, but they don't really have that number 10, if you know what I mean. Like Bruno Fernandes, Maddison, Odegaard, what Odegaard's meant to be. Obviously, he's been shit recently, but you know what I mean, innit? They don't really have that 10. So to give them someone like Bruno behind, that's giving him chances. And what I like about Watkins, he scores headers as well. Do you understand? A lot of players don't score headers. He scores headers as well. If he's the last resort and he's Prem proven, it's a must. He is the last resort and he's Prem proven. Gyökeres is twerking for Arsenal. That's a myth. Even if Arsenal walk away, he said so much, I only want Arsenal, that I think like we can't even go there no more. Me, I would take Watkins as last resort. Same. But I think we are at the last resort though at more. That's what I'm saying to you. I think we are at the last resort, Buffalo. We're at the last resort. I would prefer Vlahovic, but I'm worried. Nah, man. Injury record. He's got a mad ego. Injury record, and what else is Vlahovic? There's something else about him, man. Inconsistent. Apparently he missed so much chances last season, apparently. Let me show you about Vlahovic as well. I'll show you his stats. He missed so much chances last season that they hate him. They're saying, this guy, we could have won the league. If he didn't miss all these chances, they're really not rating him. And if you go on any Juventus fan page, just type in Vlahovic on Twitter and then go on the fan page and you'll see they really hate him. And what happened as well the other day, apparently they lost. I think it was to Man City. They lost 5-2, but he scored a goal and the guy posed to the comp of the goal. This is the stuff Garnacho would do. He posed to the comp of his own goal. Imagine we lost 5-2 in the first game of the season against Arsenal. God forbid. But Højlund scores a goal. We lose 5-1. And Højlund goes after the game. We're all stressed. Oh my God, we lost 5-1. We got battered. Højlund goes and posts a comp of his goal on his Insta. You're going to look at it and think, this guy's tapped. What is he doing? This is Vlahovic, mate. This is the rumours to Vlahovic. It came out about a swap deal. Then it was said that he's desperate for Man United. I think that's bullshit. And then they said, listen, since the only player across Europe's top 5 leagues to have scored more goals than Vlahovic since the start of 2020 to 21 is Lewandowski, Mbappe, Haaland, Kane, Salah, Martinez, and Jonathan David. So as a free, come true. But that's one thing as well, sorry. His ego, inconsistent, injury record, and he's on 310k. Mad. But yeah, that's his record anyway. He has scored a few goals. He scored 10 goals in Serie A. That's a bit, it's a bit bad though, man. Should be scoring way more goals than that. 18 goals last season, 14 goals, 9, and then 20. But let me tell you something. He should be scoring way more goals than that. That's 1. And 2, this is how you know he's not really all that anymore because his name don't ring no more in the Italian league. In the last 3 years, last year we heard about McTominay bossing it up. The year before that was Osimhen, when I was at Napoli. And then Kvaratskhelia, that they were bossing it up over there. You haven't heard Vlahovic's name in about 3-4 years. His name was ringing in 2021. When he done that at Fiorentina, he scored the 20 goals. That's when Vlahovic's name was going crazy. And then he moved to Juventus. His name was going crazy, but he had an underwhelming season. And then it's just been on a downward trajectory since then. Literally. So he's still scoring goals, but you're not hearing his name because they don't like him. He's got the ego. He's on 310k. He's mad. It's different, man. And his injury record is mad. So I doubt it. I doubt that one will happen still. Big up yourself, Liman. Man, you mustn't sell Ahmad. We need all the stars. Yeah, Ahmad ain't even for sale, bro. It's not even happening. When it comes to British players, everyone seems to say no. Watkins will be decent. 100%, man. 100%. But yeah, I just think Watkins, out of the last results, if he came on a free and he dropped his wages to about 230, he's better than Højlund. Come true. But last result, being realistic, bro, we need it's Watkins, man. And Mbeumo kept fit, scored goals and provided assists, all-round player. Yeah, bro. And I'm telling you, man, the main thing out of that, 38 games. That's Bruno. That's what Bruno does for us. Bruno. 38 games is reliable. And Cunha, remember, I think Cunha only missed them 5 games or whatever it is because of being banned. This guy is always doing a madness. I think he would have played with them games as well. You understand? And this article next to it is just embarrassing when you look at it. Like 20 goals from MBEUMO, 21 for our whole attack. That's embarrassing. Super embarrassing. And then it just goes to show. But Watkins, I think this is the last guy. Like I showed you just now about Mateta. I think it'll be Watkins or Mateta. That's the last two. Go for one of them two, and then you're cool. But Watkins has done it for 3 seasons in a row, mate. Mateta hasn't. Mateta isn't even on this list. So Mateta's had probably, let's say arguably, his best season in years, right? Let's be real. His best season in years was last season, and he hasn't even scored 14 goals. This is what I'm saying. And Watkins has done this for 3 seasons, so he's more reliable. It's consistency. It's in there. So I don't know, man. I would go Watkins, innit? Some people said Chris Wood last time. Even Chris Wood, this is 1 season. He didn't do it last season. They was in a relegation zone. So this season, he's gone mad. He's done what he needs to do. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I see that. They're not in Palace no more. That's peak. They violated them, man. They won the Europa. They won the FA Cup. They deserve to be there. But because they're linked up with Leon, it's all peak. It's all weird, man. It's all weird. Imagine they done that to us because of Nice or something. Because we would... Sir Jim owns Nice, and then they kicked us out of Europa or something after we won the FA Cup. That would be mad. That would be controversy, mate. So that's not fair on them still. But that's what I'm saying. That can mean Mateta leaves now, because he was saying he's looking forward to playing Europe with them, blah, blah, blah. Eze, if Eze goes to Arsenal, it's all peak, man. It's all mad. Let me summarize a few of these. So, yeah, man, that's Barcelona's basically still in for Rashford, but there's one little obstacle for that one there, and that's Deco. And he's like their sporting director. He's basically saying he doesn't know. He's the main hurdle. He's still unsure. He wanted Luis Diaz, but Luis Diaz is fully off the cards, man. They've been rejected twice. I think they're going to leave him now, Luis Diaz. But Rashford is doing everything to get that move. He's liking Instagram posts. He's following the whole squad. He's following the team. He's doing everything, mate. He's letting it be known, I want Barcelona bad. He's going on podcasts. I love Barcelona. It's always sunny. I want to play with the best. Lamine Yamal. The next thing you're going to probably see is Rashford watching a game in pre-season. Literally. You'll probably be at the stadium in pre-season watching them play. That's the last thing he can probably do. But yeah, he's twerking for them. Like I said, Deco, that's the only hurdle, is Deco. Saying, I don't know still. I'm not really too keen on him. I don't know. But everything is positive. Hansi Flick's given the green light. That's what Pletigo said. He's a German source. Came out yesterday. And then we got Matteo Moretto, who works with Fabrizio. He gave the green light and said Hansi Flick has given the green light. Rashford is given priority to joining Barcelona. Bayern Munich's coming and other teams, but he's like putting them, siding them right now. He just wants Barca. That's it. But then they're still talking about loan deals, and they're talking about 40 million euros. We've already said we want 40 million pounds. So they're playing games with us as well. What is Ineos doing now? It's cutting down costs. Ineos needs boomerang. This is what I'm saying, but I don't know, man. I just think we haven't got money, and they need to spend. They need to sell to spend. That's what I think it is. Obviously, they thought players will be getting sold left, right, and centre, but they're not going. Everybody watches United, so obviously they probably thought, yeah, we're going to get rid of about 8 of these players. Onana, the whole freedom squad: Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, Malacia. Who's the last one? Anthony, Onana, Højlund, Casemiro. They probably thought it's going to be mad. Remember last season, how much players went? 6 players were going left, right, and centre. Remember Greenwood, they got rid of him, even though he never came back. But you know what I'm trying to say. Wan-Bissaka's. There was players leaving. Like, they was getting rid of players. So I feel like they felt like it'll be easy, man. We can get rid of players. It's calm. Bruv, this season, no one's moving. And they've all got demands. They're all bougie. Garnacho saying, I only want the Premier League. Leverkusen's coming. Nope. Anthony, I only want Betis. Como's coming. Nope. Rashford, I only want Barca. Bayern Munich's coming. Nope. This is what we're dealing with, bro. Sancho, I'm not taking a pay cut. Napoli's coming. Nope. Chelsea's coming. Take a pay cut. 200k will give you. Nope. Fenerbahce's coming. Jose Mourinho spoke to him on the phone. Nope. I don't want to leave the top 5 leagues. Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And now he's realised that, wait a minute, I thought more teams were going to come in for me and offer me my money. No one's offering me what I'm on, apart from Saudi. Sancho is not going to go Saudi now. Do you understand? And that's what's going on. And even Højlund. Oh, shit. I saw a report today, yeah, about Højlund. Højlund, still about Inter Milan. Still, let me show you what happened there. Inter Milan or something. But I don't know if it's 100% that they're gonna go for him. But obviously, they're linked to them. You get me? Let me show you. Let me share screen quickly and show you what happened with Højlund. Yeah. So basically, Inter Milan are getting some money now. Apparently, I don't know what for. I don't know what they ain't won nothing this year. They lost the Scudetto to Napoli. I know that, and they've lost the Club World Cup. Oh, maybe for going far in the Club World Cup or something. They're getting some money anyway, apparently, and we're gonna see what happens with that P there. Let me share screen and show you what I'm talking about. 1 sec. Share screen. Let me share the screen. 1 sec. But look, this is what's happening, yeah? This is the Caravera stuff, whatever, boom, boom, boom. They're linking us to him now, to Sturgeon. Of course they are. Like one of the Manchester clubs, because they know about Anana. This is what they're doing. And look, this is what it's saying about Højlund. It's saying Inter Milan will have around 100 million to spend. Hopefully 45 million of that goes towards Højlund. Because remember, they're coming with this loan talk as well. They're saying the same thing. We only want a loan. We're saying, bro, we want the money. We're being stern for once now. We're turning around and saying, we're not having it. We want our Maguires. So that's the situation with Højlund. Hopefully he ends up going, man. They just pay the money, but who knows, man? Everyone's just coming in for loans every minute. Let's see if the article's actually here. And it's not going to be in English, is it? So, yeah. But hopefully they're getting 100 million anyway. So we'll see what they do with that 100 million. But they've already got, like I said to you, I don't understand why they're even in for him in the first place. Because, bro, they've just signed a geezer called Bonnie, who's the same age as Højlund. They've got Lautaro Martinez. They've got, who's the other geezer? They've got Thuram. And they've got Taremi. They've already got 4 strikers and they still want my man. Like, I don't understand what they're planning for. I don't know where they're going and what they're planning for. But they are going crazy. They want 5 strikers. I don't know why. Bonnie just got signed. Taremi, Martinez, Thuram, and now you want Højlund. I don't understand, mate. I don't know what they're doing, mate. Club World Cup is over. So I don't know what they're planning for, bro. But yeah, that's the situation with him anyway. Let's see again, a few of these. And he's experiencing because you're already seeing very good players. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. That's what they're doing. They've said, we ain't got time for this no more. You see this adaptation period thing where we got to go get someone and we've got to wait. We ain't got time for it. Bring them now. See all the stats when people keep talking about stats. He's done 20 goals in this league and Gyökeres has scored 63 goals in the Portuguese league. They're not looking at all of that. They're saying, listen, we want guys that's going to come and hit the ground running. Yeah, Cunha and MBEUMO, we're not saying they have to be scoring from the first game, but at least after like a week or two, we should start seeing something. But someone like let me give you an example. Look at Xerxes. Xerxes came in for the first 4 months. Terrible. August, September, October, November, December. 5 months. That thing happened to him at Old Trafford. January come, everyone was saying Xerxes is going to go. That was normal. Motta wanted him in Juventus. Motta, who was his manager in Bologna. Where we bought him from was Bologna. His manager moved to Juventus. So he was saying, come back here, man. You're cool here. You're comfortable here. You rip the league here. Xerxes, just come back here. We'll get a loan with Man United. Come. Xerxes said, I'm not going. I'm going to prove myself. I'm not going. Xerxes stayed in the Prem, and look what happened. When he got injured against Newcastle, everyone was like, no. Everyone was pissed. Before, everyone was like, this guy's going to go. Like, he's not all that. They were dissing him in every single news article, TalkSport, he's clunky and all of this stuff. He switched it up, bro. He's not Mega Man for fun and all that now. He just needs to start scoring more goals. But this is what I'm trying to say. Some people need to adapt. Anthony, we gave him a year and a bit. So all of that, it goes out the window. Do you know what I mean? We get these players and they're from the Prem already. We don't need to do all of that. And we don't buy from the Prem as well, Dimlat. The last players that we bought from the Prem was Mason Mount, Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire. Come on, man. This is terrible, mate. Everyone buys from the Prem. Arsenal do it. I think they do it the most. Jorginho, Havertz, Madueke now. Who's the other geezer they got? Trossard from Brighton. Ben White from Brighton. Bro, they got loads of people. They always shop in the Prem. That's the best thing to do as well. Our rivalry is getting more aggressively in the transfer market. Bro, like I said to you, Watkins is our last option, man. We just need to sell some of these players, but they all move in bougie, bruv. We're dealing with a handful of bouginess. It's crazy. Oh, look, I forgot that. Yeah, Zinchenko and Jesus as well. Arsenal are on a different thing when it comes to the Prem. They want everyone's backups, especially Chelsea and Man City. Yeah, we'll take him. We'll take them. Well, you don't want them, we'll have them. That's what they're on. Jesus, Zinchenko, Ben White, Trossard, they've gone mad. Havertz, they're on it, man. They're on it. Madueke now. Their Chelsea thing is mad. Kepa. They got Kepa as well. They love Prem and they do the Prem thing. And that's the best thing to do. Because you're taking the least risk you can take. It can still flop. Don't get twisted. It don't mean that they're going to come and they're going to be world beaters. They can still flop, but it's less of a risk than having to wait 6-7 months for someone to start going. So yeah, that's the situation with that. All right, Man, you bid Haaland, Gakpo, but we took so long. Oh yeah, we didn't bid for them, but we was in for them. I remember Solskjaer told us to go and buy him. This is the Glazers. They're fucked, bro. Solskjaer said, I got a geezer here. All we want is 80 million. We're at Mulder. And we was Glazers like, nah, we're good. Look at him. Jolting. Yeah, Palace for that. They achieved. Bruv, that's a jolting, man. I want Palace to be in Europa, man. They deserve it, man. Agree, mate. My God, our fan base will be protesting for sure if it happened to us. They wouldn't even do it to us. See, if it was United, because we're so big, they wouldn't do it because they'll be mad. It'll be crazy. Like, everyone will be saying Europa. They have to change the rules because there'll be too much like. See that this Palace thing? We're talking about it, but tomorrow no one's gonna care. Today no one ain't gonna care. When the few transfers come out, no one ain't really gonna care, and that's sad because it's Palace. They're not the biggest club in the world. So it came out last night, but today some people are gonna start. It is where it is. But United, it'll be everywhere. Everyone will be talking about it. They kicked out of Europe. You know how much money we've lost out of this. It affects our transfer window. Players won't. You know what I'm saying? It's a big thing, isn't it? Casemiro's going nowhere. 100%. He come out already and said he's staying, and he's trimmed down as well. I showed you how the players have trimmed down, innit? He's trimmed down. All of them have trimmed down, bro. And then it came out. Amarin saying he told them a strict diet. You lot have got to trim down. Yeah, if you're gonna be ready to be running and all of that, trust me. So, boy, hopefully all of that trimming down, that leanness, it means to something. It leads to them actually balling out and fighting for the badge and running their life off. What was that? I didn't even get that. Dim, like, I agree with you. And Bremo's used to the EPL. Good deal. Yeah, man. All this prime. That's what it's about now. Just go and get players, and you can see what they're doing, bro. They've just looked at the top goal scorers. They said, we need some goals in this team. And they just looked at the top goal scorer and said, MBEUMO and Cunha, wrap them two up. That's 35 goals already. Our whole attack scored 20, mate. Our whole attack scored 21 goals last season. These two scored 35 in between them. That's 35. So our whole attack, they nearly scored double of our whole attack, 4 players. Obviously, Ahmad got injured, but still. Garnacho, Højlund, and Xerxes. 2 of them. Come on, man. Easy, bro. So you see what they're trying to do at least. At least you can see the plan, innit? Let's get some prime players that score goals. We're not just out here being linked to anyone. We got linked to Anthony. No one knew him. When we got linked to Anthony, none of us knew him. We had to go and watch compilations on YouTube. When we got linked to Højlund, none of us knew him. His name wasn't going around. We went on YouTube and watched compilations. Now we're getting linked to players that we know. Cunha, we're watching him ball against us. And MBEUMO, we're watching him against us. It's way better than before, man. Nice is right next to Monte Carlo. Nice, yeah. Place you park money, yeah. Nice. Big up, Metch. I'm hearing freedom almost has freedom, bro. If we take 8 million for him, then he's got his freedom, mate. We take 8 million, then he's got his freedom. Freedom fighter's got his freedom, but that's if he's even. Remember, you got Reddit. You got remember. The only thing with Sancho as well is his wages. You know, do we even know if he's agreed wages with them yet? Fabrizio hasn't said he's agreed wages. That's what he said. Fabrizio came out the other day and said the only problem with the freedom fighter is he hasn't. Juventus are not going to pay him what he's asking for. So unless he's agreed wages with Juventus, I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I believe in Amarin, manager with a vision. Yeah, man, I believe in him as well. But this season, we've got to pull it in. And the way they're getting leaner and that, we'll see. Pre-season's going to give us a little insight of what's going on in it. If they're going to be on some different stuff or it's going to be the same shit. United, I want, the skis are FIFA'd off. FIFA Thamesgen, that's what I call you now. Metch, did you see the Mark video? Apparently, Man United is threatening to leave the MBEUMO deal because they don't want to pay 65 million. Bro, I'll be real with you, Mo. I don't really take him serious when he talks about stuff like that. I feel like he just says whatever. So I don't watch his videos. I only go there when Ben Jacobs or Fabrizio goes there, and I get the video and I'll come and show you lot and I'll credit them for that. United stand, they had the video. That's it. That's the only time I go there. I don't go and watch him just talking because I just feel like this is his job, innit? He has to talk for it. So he's gonna say whatever. They're threatening to walk away, bro. If they're threatening to walk away, we would have known that everywhere. We would have known that from the journalists. Not one journalist has said that. So he's just obviously he's going off what he thinks, and that's his opinion, and he's saying it. So I ain't seen it still, but I don't think we're threatening to walk away. Every single journalist that's reliable for Man United, Laurie Whitwell, Fabrizio, they're saying it's advancing. It should get done. Ben Jacobs spoke about it another day. He said the same thing. I can't see anything but it getting it done. But it's just a battle of egos at the moment. Blah blah blah. So I don't know where he's getting that from. But yeah, that's him, innit? So I didn't even see that. But I think we'll pay the 65. But I don't know what it is. They might be saying they want 65 up front and 5 million add-ons to make it 70 or something. And that's where it's a bit crazy. But if it's 60 up front with 5, that's 1, 2, 3, man. Yeah. You also got Noni. Yeah, bro. The fan base is getting mad. Remember when we got that bomber in here, Harvey? We got the bomber in here. And Buffalo. We got the bomber in here. Someone put it in there. I think it was Man United, and everyone was going mad. Like, this is crazy. Oh yeah, Declan Rice as well. Fucking hell. Arsenal do it the best, bro. That's what we need to do. That. Being real, I swear to you, we have to shop in the Premier League. The only team. Even City does it a little bit. They used to anyway. They got Sterling. Who else did they get? Grealish. That didn't work out good for them, did it? They're trying to get Livramento. They got Ait Nouri now. So this is what I'm saying, bro. You got to shop in the Prem, man. Trust me, man. Obviously, it's expensive though. But if you want to bring back your team, you got to start off in the Prem and then you go get the extra editions from other places. Do you know what I mean? The cheaper editions as well. Like getting a Dorgu for 25 is not that bad. Getting from over there. But for goals, someone to hit the ground running, you need to keep it in the Prem. Goals at least. 6 OG. Come on, love my boy. Appreciate it, bro. You got to remember, even Newcastle's doing the same thing. They bought Isaac from Real Sociedad, and now they went, Harvey Barnes, Prem. Elanga. Anthony Gordon, Everton. Keeping it in the Prem, bro. Getting a few of them. This is what you got to do, man. Arsenal and Chelsea are helping each other out. Manage PSR, bro. But Chelsea's not taking no Arsenal scrubs, Phyllis. That's what it is. Arsenal are helping out Chelsea. Chelsea ain't taking none of their players. Arsenal are just taking all of their scrubs, and Arteta saying, I'm going to save him. I'm going to save Havertz. I'm going to save Madueke. He's different, bro. He's different. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. Big up yourself, man. Man United, love for that, man. Make sure you hit the like button, though, man. Like button ain't looking proper right now. Hit up the likes, man. Subscribe as well if you haven't, man. We do this every day for you lot, man. This is nothing new. Garnacho cannot protect and keep the ball, bruv. Garnacho, he just needs to listen, man. If Garnacho listened, he will be a good player. I think he's going to be a good player. Once he gets good people around him and he starts to listen, I think he'll be a good player, man. I'm telling you, man. But it's when that's going to happen. He's got people around him right now. It seems like the people around him are his age because they're telling him, yeah, put that top up with the Aston Villa. Like, who in your right mind that's older than you, that's really wants the best for you, who's going to tell you to do stuff like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, so, or retweet tweets of the manager and all that. Like, no one does that. So it seems like everyone around him is his age and they're just gassed to be around him. I'm around Garnacho. So they're not even telling him nothing. That's what it seems like. But once he gets someone around him that's proper and they're telling him, bro, listen to the coach, pass. Because look how long it took him just to pass the Dorgu, Garnacho. We could all see the pass. We're all looking like, pass the ball. He'll cut in and try to shoot. and it just goes to Rose Ed. Crazy. Seems they are Chelsea got Arsenal in strings, bro. I think the Chelsea negotiator and the Arsenal negotiator are dating or something, mate. And they want any excuse to keep seeing each other. Literally. Man United were supposed to get Sam Maddison. Look, he's good. I don't really rate Maddison too much. He's too inconsistent, man. He's all right, but he's too inconsistent. He doesn't do it all the time. Højlund's first touch, mate. Trampoline touch. No killer touch. Soon MBEUMO done the better. I hope it gets done, man. But like I said, Sancho's the main thing. Hopefully we could get rid of this geezer, man. I think once we get rid of him, the wages, we can buy someone straight away. Højlund and them guys, it's not really that much wages in that. So we just want to get rid of them permanently or there's no point. But Sancho, the wages is mad. Him and Rashi, maddest wages, bro. Telling you. Just tired about everything. I think we need to leave that stadium empty for 15 games so the Glazers can sell this club. They will never sell the club, bro. They make too much money. And even, listen, let me tell you something, yeah? Not everyone in this chat has probably been to Old Trafford. So there might be people. Remember, we got one of the biggest fan bases. So there might be people going for the first time ever. Or that's their way. They come into London, Manchester, for the weekend. I'm going to go to Old Trafford. That's what happens every game day. There's new people coming there. So we got our fan base is so big. China, India, Africa, everywhere. That even if we all in this group sat here and said, we're not going to go. And another 50,000 people said, we're not going to go, we're going to stay outside. They're still going to find people to go in. This is what I'm saying. And all we're doing, people say, at the end of it is, all you're really doing is not supporting the players. So that means that you're going to make, basically, right, look at 17th of August, basically. Let's say none of us went into Old Trafford. So basically, we're playing at the Emirates then. Because all you're going to hear is the Arsenal fans. So, and bro, no one ain't going to have it, man. There's people in there that are doing tourists and they are just happy to be there. It's my first ever time coming to Manchester. Did you see that report about that guy that cycled from Asia? It took him like 100-something days or something like that. Or 1,000 days. He cycled all the way to Manchester to watch a game. Crazy. So there's people that take this thing serious, man. It's mad, man. But I've seen all of these things and I've seen it about protests. Why don't everyone just leave their seats? But it wouldn't happen, man. Our fan base is too big. If we was like a Burnley or something, if we were Burnley and I was Burnley Fan TV and everyone subscribed to me and I'm Burnley Fan TV and we all spoke about it, said we're not going to go in, and Burnley even saw it themselves, we can maybe do it because they're not that big. The stadium might not be big, etc. Because I think 70,000 people, come on, man. It's too big. They won't have it. Bro, keep doing your thing. Stay true to yourself. Allow them United signs, man. Just doing it for clout. Trust, love for that, man. Appreciate that, Burn, man. Appreciate it. Come on, man. Man don't care about no clout, bro. Man, do this thing for real. Just sell Sancho for that little us. Buy a man and MBEUMO. We've got the money for MBEUMO. The money's there. We got so much here we goes. We got the here we go money, remember? So we've got the money for MBEUMO. I don't think it's the money. I think it's the principles of it coming out. That's what I think it is. It's not the money. We've got the money. We've got the here we goes. Where's the article where we got the here we goes? So we've got money, bro. We've got about 13 million or something it said yesterday. So I don't think that's the problem. The problem is, like I said to you, is they're both staying stern. They're saying, nope, we're not valued for that. We're not going to look like we're overspending. And they're saying that. That's what it is. Is this the money? Yeah, but look at the middle article. Look at the middle article. In total, Man United stand to make around 13.6 million in sell-on fees from the profits generated by recent sales of Anthony Elanga, blah, 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 6 million, 20% profit, and Alvaro Carreras, 7.6 million, 15% profit. Bro, we got 13.6 million, even if it comes in installments, whatever. Money's there. If we were so close that everyone has said, the money's not a problem, bro. It's got to be, do you know what I mean? It's got to be a principles thing. Like, we're not going to look like we're paying that. We're not going to look like we're doing that. That's all it is, bro. Literally. And yeah, this guy, we was talking about this yesterday, innit? We're looking at the Chelsea signings. And everyone was saying, who's this geezer next to Delap? I was asking for ages. I couldn't be like, I still don't know who he is. But someone told me it's Kendry Pires. So it's a geezer called Pires. They've sent him on loan. Another geezer in it is called Saar. I don't have a clue, mate. I can't even see their faces properly, but Chelsea just buy anyone. Literally. I know this Chinese geezer, they got it for 5 million, Spurs, and obviously everyone we kind of know, innit? Reinders, Cherky, Ed Nouri, Bettinelli, he come from Chelsea. Look, that's another guy that Man City's buying from the Prem. Zubimendi, Norgard as well from the Prem. Fuck yeah, now, mate. Look at that. The last 3 signings for Arsenal have all been from the Prem. They do a lot of Prem signings, bro. They're on a different thing. Liverpool got Kirkes, Frimpong, and obviously Wirtz. We've got Cunha. Madness. It's crazy, isn't it? We finished 5th. You would never think we finished 15th, bro. You would think we won the league. You would think we could swap Liverpool with us. We won the league last season and we just put one player to just add on because we already won the league. We're happy with our squad. And Liverpool have got finished 15th and they're really trying to do better this season. They've gone mad. They've changed their keeper. Bro, they just won the league and they've gone mad to boost their squad. And we've just finished 15th and we've got one player in. Yeah, we got Diego Leon, but he's a little youth. We don't know if he's coming into the first squad. So this is only first squad signings, senior signings. But yeah, man, crazy list. But yeah, that's the middle anyway. So we got the money anyway, bro. That's what I'm trying to show you. We've got the money, brother. The money's there. Would you let Garnacho just go out on loan? Bruv, Garnacho is saying I want Prem only. So we only can let him go out on loan. That's what I think. Remember, Garnacho hasn't got bad wages, you know. He's on idiot wages. So we can let him go on loan and pay his wages. It's not a problem. But I think that's the only thing that's going to happen because he's going to sit around for ages. Unless Aston Villa or Chelsea come in, it's a myth. And remember, Chelsea are meant to be going in for him if, obviously, Madueke's been sold now. They were meant to go in for someone, but they might not even go in for him now because they're talking about Gittins might be that signing. I don't know, bro. Some weird one now. Weird, but I think he should go on loan. I don't think anyone's going to buy him 40, 50 million. I really wish that was possible. I wish the players ruin the club because there's a player in there, maybe. Yeah, there is a player in Garnacho. We can all see it, innit? But it's just his attitude and he thinks he's already that player. That's the problem. If he didn't think he was that player already, maybe he'll be doing well, where he'll be trying to learn. But if you think you're perfect, there's no room for improvement. If I'm coming here, I'm saying I'm perfect, then I'm never gonna think. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna get better. You got to be able to listen, man, and be like, nah, bro, I'm not perfect. I'm listening to everyone. I'm taking in advice. I can get better and better and better. His thing is, I'm already that guy. I'm the guy. I'm Ronaldo already. I do all of these celebrations. I sit on the stool. Everything. Yeah, I'm Ronaldo already. That's what he thinks. I wear all these boxers. I'm Ronaldo. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a Ronaldo tattoo. I swear to you. Love that. You're a real one. I can't lie. Big up yourself, Burn, man. Sancho going for under 25 million is a disgrace. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're going to stay stern, man. Ben Jacobs said it yesterday. I played the video. He said, bro, every single team stays stern against Man United. But when Man United do it, it's a problem. That's exactly what he said. Every team stays stern against us. Brentford are staying stern right now. And everyone's saying, yeah, do your thing. Go for it. Don't get bullied by these big 6 clubs. But we're staying stern. We're 40 million for Rashford, 25 million for Sancho, 70 million apparently for Garnacho, but I don't think that's true. Let us stay stern, innit? Like, it is what it is. And then obviously, there's room to negotiate. So I think 25 million should do it, man. I think this 8 million is was. There's no way they're going to be cheeky like that. But then again, what they might be saying is, we're going to pay him his wage. So let us pay cheaper. And then 5 million, we're gonna pay it in his wage. So they might be saying something like that. Like, we'll give you, let me go back to it so you could know what I'm talking about. So 15 million, say we wanted 25 million. So it's like, all right, you know what? We're gonna give you 15 million. Nah, it doesn't even make sense. There's no point in saying it because they've gone too low. It doesn't even make sense. If they were saying 15 million and then 15 million and then they'll pay Sancho off his wages, then it makes sense. But they're going so low that it doesn't even make sense, bro. They're literally saying 8 million and then add-ons. If they said like 20 million euros or 15 million euros plus add-ons, and then we heard they're paying off Sancho's wage or whatever, no problem. That makes sense. But they've gone mad. Forget about it. It's gone. One player and the rest 4 or 5. Blood, it's crazy. And they're not even done. You know that, innit? You know that Fabrizio said it's not done for Tottenham. They still want a centre mid and all of that. It's not done for Tottenham. They still want a centre mid and I think a striker. Remember, they got in for Wissa. It was too much. So I don't know. Chelsea, you could never sleep on them. They're probably going to end up buying another 3 players. And remember, Chelsea's got João Pedro, Gittins, Estavio. That's 3 wingers. And they've still got Quenda to come. This Pyers guy. Blood. Their thing is mental, bro. I don't know what type of project they're doing over there, but it's crazy, bro. Man, obviously Liverpool, they're going to sell Darwin Núñez. He's in talks with Napoli. So if Darwin Núñez goes to Napoli, Liverpool are probably going to buy Ekitike or Isaac. So they still got signings to do. Arsenal still want a striker. They're looking at Eze as well. Bro, I don't know what's going on. Rodrigo talks. I don't think they'll sign all 3 of them. That's mad. They've already spent money. Remember, Zubimendi was 50 million. Norgard was 11 million. So let's say that's 60. Kepa was 5 million, 65. Madueke was what? 50 million. So that's like 110, let's say. And then what? They're going to go out there and get Gyökeres for basically 65, 70. That's like 180. Then they're going to go and get Eze. That's like 250 they've spent. So I don't think they'll go and get Rodrigo as well. That's like a 300 something. That's mad. But yeah, everyone's spending money. City's probably done. City's probably the team that's done here. 100% done. Do you understand? Remember, they spent in January as well. They bought that Nico Gonzalez guy, and he's already linked with a move. They bought the guy for 60 million from Juventus, and they're already saying he can move. Like if a proposal comes and he can move, that's crazy, bro. The guy don't even play no more. Rodri's back. They said, nah, we're not even playing him no more. It's calm. Mad. João Pedro, £60 million, scored 10 goals last season, 5 penalties, but he showed them that they need him. He scored some rockets in that semi, boy. I tell you that. With Bruno, Watkins, Cunha, and Bremo can work. Yeah, that's a good setup, man. We need to make it happen though. Just put us last on graphic. I know, right? Trust me. They should have done it in order. I thought everything. Garnacho will loan that. I think he's going to go on loan, man. Because they're all moving to bougie. They're all saying, I only want to go here. Rashford, I only want to go Barca. Anthony, I only want to go Betis. Rashford, I only want to... Garnacho, I only want to stay in the Prem. Sancho, I don't want to drop my wage. So they've all got all these requirements. They're stopping them. It's blocking them from going where they really need to go. That's what's happening, bro. So Garnacho could have went to Leverkusen, played with Ten Hag, could have had all the space in the world in the German league, ripped it up, World Cup next year, would have been nice. But he wants to just, I don't know what he's on, man. Gonzalez can go madness. Yeah, Gonzalez can go already. They're moving like Chelsea City. They bought the man for 65 and they're saying he can already go. That's what Chelsea done. They bought the Zassi, João Felix. Who else did they get? They got someone else and they were like, yeah, they can go already. They don't want him. Like, it's weird, lad. They move mad. And they still got the Sassy and them in there as well. João Felix. We're forgetting João Felix as well. They got bare attackers, bruv. Edison is better than Henderson. You talk about Edison, yeah? He's better than Javi Guevara. Yeah, probably. I don't know Javi Guevara, bro. We linked with him for about half an hour. We were linked with him. Half an hour later, it got put out. It got stamped out. Apart from 4 wingers going Malacia, do you see anyone else going? I just showed you something about Inter Milan. They're going to have 100 million apparently. So maybe Højlund. Onana's not going nowhere, man. Maybe buying there, hopefully. And if we could get John Victor. Who else is there? Casemiro said he's staying already. So Casemiro's staying. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't see anyone else going, man. I'll be real. It's hard to move on players that we want to move on. Imagine trying to move on someone that we don't. It's crazy. It's crazy, bruv. But yeah, man, that's the big news anyway. Sancho, 8 million. We don't know if, obviously, it came out last night. We ain't seen nothing today. We'll see. I'll be back on later, so I'll have to show you if something's updated with that. But hopefully, it's like, I want to say hopefully it's not true because of the price. But then it's like, I want this guy gone so bad. So it's like, you just don't know, man. But we'll hear more a bit later about that. We're linked to Richard Rios. The article's basically just saying, it came out last night, the article, but it's saying that he's heard reports and that fresh reports now suggest United remain keen and we've been watching him at the Club World Cup, which we kind of knew already. So it's not nothing really new, but it came out yesterday. So, I'm going to bring it to you lot. Rashford, it continues going on. Deco continues to be the main hurdle because he's basically saying, I'm not sure on him. Luis Diaz is who Deco wanted. And now, Luis Diaz obviously is not for sale because Liverpool keep saying he's not for sale, he's not for sale, he's not for sale. But Rashford is twerking. You know, he's gone on a podcast already and said, I love Barcelona, blah, blah, blah. Now he's signed up to Barcelona's page, signed up. He followed them on Instagram, followed the players. He followed Lewandowski and Pedri. And now he's liking their posts and they're putting it up on their fan pages. These are all Barcelona fan pages. You can see at the top, Barca Universal, Barca Times. And they want him. All the fans on there, if you look at the comments, they actually want him. They want Rashford. But so, yeah, he's liking the posts. He really wants to be there, man. Edison cannot currently rate at the best. Yeah, he's 50 million, though. That's the only thing. Rasmus and Onana look too excited. Yeah, they're always excited. They're always excited that they're still here. Rasmus and Onana are always excited. I've never seen them not excited on training. But when it comes to the pitch, they're always upset because they have a stinker. Trash Bandicoot's going to Barca then. Yeah, we say you don't rate him. I said Trash Bandicoot. It looks like he's going to Barca. That's the reports. Positive reports come out yesterday, obviously saying that they've given the green light. Hansi Flick, that's the manager. They've just won the league over there as well. He's given the green light, which is the main thing. So, mate, it should happen, man. Hopefully it happens. Like I said, Deco's the main obstacle in this. But then it came out, obviously, that Barca are close to pulling out from the Deco race. So they've given up. And then obviously Sean Connolly spoke about it as well. He's in England. And he basically said he might have to take up a 40% wage cut. They still want a loan, but we're saying a mandatory purchase could be the priority. So maybe a loan with an obligation. You understand? That might be it with Rashi. Obviously, we had the pre-season stuff. For those that don't know, the actual pre-season tour starts on the 27th. We leave on the 22nd of July, but pre-season starts on 19th. So the first game is going to be against Leeds on the 19th in Stockholm in Sweden. But obviously, we go on the actual tour in leave on the 22nd. So we've got about 10 days to wrap up MBEUMO, bro. Literally 10 days. If we don't get MBEUMO in 10 days, he's not coming, bro. Like, forget about it. So that's happening on the 22nd. 27th, we're going to be there in America. New Jersey, West Ham. 31st, we're in Chicago, Bournemouth, Everton. We play them on the 3rd of August, and that's in Atlanta. And then we come back, Old Trafford, on the 9th. That's when we unveil our kit, our first kit, to everyone, basically. And then a week after that, Premier League is back, and then we're playing Arsenal. That's the situation with that. And this came out yesterday about Anthony. He's close to joining Real Betis. That's yesterday. We ain't seen nothing today, so we don't know. We got linked with this little young boy. Sully basically brought the news. And then I saw that Laurie Whitwell came out and spoke about it as well. So it's certified. That's just one of the young gems we're going for. You know, we keep going for these young gems. So another one of them. So we should have a good team in a few years. But you know us, we want now. We want to win now and be happy now. But in a few years, we'll definitely have a good team with all these young gems, academy players and that. Rashford will do well in Barca. I wish him well. He's still one of our own, 100%, man. I wish all of them well. I just don't like when people do the revisionism. I wish all of them. When they leave, well. But when people start saying, we should not have sold him, Amarin out. Oh, Amarin must be shaking his head right now. Every time Rashford scores, they'll start talking about Man United should be punching the air. And bro, let the guy just live. He's moved. Good on him. Just live. McTominay, Elanga, every time they score and everyone's complaining, why did we sell Elanga? Why did we sell? Bro, go out there, do good. I'm happy for them. Wan-Bissaka, happy for you. Happy for this guy. Happy for that. But every time they score, please don't talk about them and say we're punching the air and bullshit. And Remo Watkins and 2 goalkeepers. Hopefully, man. We've got the worst goalkeepers ever. Literally, the worst 2. Tom Heaton's probably bad for a 3rd as well. I watch a lot of La Liga, Anthony, with Friday. You see all of these players, you lot are not listening. All of our players, Højlund, Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony, Rashford, they will all ball in these leagues. They're slower leagues. They will all have field days. I don't know if you lot watch the leagues, bro. There's always so much space. I don't know why. The counter-attacks are crazy. Because I think in them leagues, they don't really counter it. They don't really like sit in their box like the Prem. See how Everton and that will camp in their box. Burnley, Southampton. They don't do that in them lower leagues. They do counter-attack, but they won't be that deep. It's weird. So there's always space. If you go watch Lamine Yamal and that, bruv, they've always got mad space to run in. It's crazy. So that's what I think. They will all ball. All of them will go. The Sancho is so slow, so you can have time, and they're not pressing you 100 miles per hour like the Prem. Prem, you touch the ball, boom, someone's running at you. Go watch Tielemans when he had the camera on him. Oh my days! Every second, boom, someone just running at him straight away. Aston Villa against Newcastle, Gordon and that sprinting. Low key, I don't wish. Me too. That's the only one. Let him go, man. Me too, but there'll still be people saying, "Oh, we should not have sold Sancho." They'll forget his time right now at Manchester United when he's here, and that's what Ruben said that I rated. Because they asked him about Elanga when Elanga scored against us, and he won. Remember, they won 1-0 that game. They asked him, do you think they regret selling? He's like, bruv, they had their time here when they were here, and they failed. So they've come here now. Sancho's failing. Rashford is failing, isn't it? It didn't work. So let them go now. Have your time somewhere else. If it goes well, it goes well. But every time they score or something, why you keep bringing it back to us? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about it. Nunes will ball in Milan. That's what all of these players will ball in these leagues, especially when they ain't got someone pressing them straight away. This is why people talk about Gyökeres and all of these people. Like, oh, is it going to happen? Blah, blah, etc. So, yeah, man. Bullshit, man. But yeah, that's the situation with that anyway. Anthony, we'll see. Young boy, he's due to be coming in soon. We're front runners. We'll see if we wrap that one up. Watkins, this is our last, I hope, man. I think this is the last guy we can sign off a striker. There's no one else, man. Let's be real. Let's be realistic now. Gyökeres is going Arsenal. Osimhen, guy in Galatasaray, don't want to drop his wage. Ekitike is 85 million. It's a myth. This is our last hope, bro. Mateta, I've just showed you a lot about Mateta. He's more or less a myth as well. He's gonna he's either going to AC Milan or he's gonna stay where he is. Where was Mateta? That's Mateta on the last one. AC Milan's in for him. So he's either gonna go there or he's probably gonna stay at Palace. And we haven't been linked to Mateta once as a club, as Man United. It's only the fans pushing it. Only us, we want him, but it's like the club don't want him. I don't know why. But maybe it's because of if you look at the goal scorings and that, he hasn't really been clinical. This is his best season and he hasn't even scored 14 goals. And if this is his best season, he ain't scored 14 goals. What's happened in the last season? He might have went season where he scored 6, 4, I don't know. So I think Watkins is the best guy we can get. Minimum 11 goals he's ever scored in the last 8 seasons. This guy scored 15 goals minimum in the last 3 seasons. I think he's the best option. Laurie Whitwell already linked him to us and he solidified. Court of Sight linked it to us day before yesterday as well. And yeah, man, I think this is the last choice, man. Obviously, I put MBEUMO stats in here to show you that about their assists. Someone put in here, Watkins will be good with these players behind him. Like, I had to show you that their assist rate. You get it. MBEUMO and Cunha, Vlahovic, someone wanting him. I don't think this guy's good enough. He's got an ego. He misses too much chances. He's on 310k. And yeah, it's not going to happen, man. He's trying to leave for free. They don't want him there. They fully don't want him. All the fans keep saying, get rid of this geezer. They don't want him. Oh yeah, we had this yesterday. Remember, we had this yesterday. This is why I tell you that I don't entertain foolishness. I show you that one day and I don't bring it up. But let me just show you, look. We had this yesterday. Apparently that we bidded 78 million for fucking Tchouaméni. And we haven't had nothing since. This is what I'm saying. Not one thing again since today. So it's just bullshit, mate. This is what the Sun does. They come out with bullshit stories. And all these journalists, they have to feed their families. So some days they wake up with no news. But what can we talk about? How can I feed my family today? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about Man United. And that's what they do. And this is what happened yesterday. Same thing. Jordan Henderson is going to Brentford for free or whatever. 35 years old. We've not been linked with no one that is even 30 years old. This guy's 35. Yesterday, like I said with this, they woke up and said this about Tchouaméni yesterday. And then he woke up and said this as well. Henderson. Man United won't be signing Jordan Henderson this summer, but they could do a lot worse than bringing him in. Just ask Thomas Tuchel. Who the fuck asked? Who asked? What are you talking about? Man United won't be signing Jordan Henderson. Who's asked anything about Jordan Henderson? Who told you that? They just chat shit, mate. Yeah, and then a Newcastle journalist said this yesterday as well, that we're in for Scavini. We haven't been linked to one defender this whole market. Not one. They've already said Heaven's coming in and Maguire staying for one more season has helped us not worry about that this season. We're going to go back to that next season. When Maguire goes, Then we're going to go back to the centre-back stuff. This is a lie. This is what I'm saying. This is me just trying to show you lot how things work. So don't get upset when you see everything on the news, because they always got to use our name to get clicks. So when you click onto that, see that article there, and you click onto it, both of them, they both got their clicks on there. When you click onto it, they get money. So everyone that clicks, they get money. So they're trying to show you this. Oh my God, swear down, we're in for this defender. You click, they get money, and you read it, and it's nonsense. That's what it is. So yeah, that was me just showing you that yesterday. This is obviously what we just spoke about. We got a bit of money from sell-on fees, Alanga, Carreras, 13.6 million. Not bad, isn't it? Not bad. So we made a bit of money this transfer. We ain't sold no one. We made a bit of money. This is the transfer window now. The big six. We've signed one player, mate. We've signed Diego Leon, but he's under a young youth. Facts, they had their times and stunk it out. Exactly. Amran said it. It's that dready scum newspaper. The scum. The Sun. We might as well start calling them the scum. United need to stop buying rejects. Yeah, it seems that we have, though. When you look at what we're trying to do now, we're not really buying these guys. But you won't even call them rejects, what they were doing anyway. They were just buying unknown players for mad prices, bumping ourselves. Hoyland, 72 million. We don't even know him. Every single one of us had to go on a comp to find out who he is. Who is this guy? Let me watch him. Anthony, we didn't know him. We only knew because Ajax was where Ten Hag came from. So we all watching Ten Hag's games to see how this manager plays, and then you're seeing Anthony in there. But we never knew Anthony. His name never rang for us to know Anthony. At least now we're linked with players that we already know. We already know Cunha and MBEUMO. Cunha scored a corner kick against us. I was at that game, Wolverhampton. I went to Wolverhampton and watched Cunha score a corner kick. Scored from the corner into the goal from Anana tax. MBEUMO. Come on, man. We lost 4-0. He was pivotal to that. So we know these players already. They're doing it in our league. We know them. So they've changed the whole transfer thing. It's either we're buying little gems that are under 18 or we're buying prime. That's all we've been linked with. Osimhen, Delap, he's Premier League proven. Gyökeres, that's still a gamble, but it's a guy that scored the most goals. So you can see what we're doing. And then Watkins is in there as well. So yeah, man, let's just be happy with Cunha. Nah, mate. Nah. You're not a Man United fan in Brana. If you're saying let's just be happy with Cunha, no way. We finished 15th, bro. We need some more signings. What are you on about? And Brana, come on, man. I know you support United. You must do, but we can't be happy with Cunha, man. Just that one signing. That's mad. We need some more signings, bro. Are you sure you're a United fan, though? Seriously, man. Because I'm sure we need some signings. Everyone in here is getting frustrated because we need some signings. You know what I mean? We're waking up and we're seeing fucking Calvert-Lewin links and all of these guys. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening, man. This is what's happening. So yeah, we got the here we go money, so we've got money there anyway. Like I said to you, yeah, look, this is what you want to see, innit? Look, we should be happy with Cunha. This is what's stressing us out. People like this, Calvert-Lewin and all that, we're getting linked to them by TalkSport. And then you got to have Ben Jacobs come out and just shut it down to say Dominic Calvert-Lewin has offered himself. Yeah? So there's nothing to it. I need to just show you like this, just in case, because you're not going to see some more reports of these bums. Jamie Vardy has offered. Look, Jamie Vardy and Callum Wilson with Man United beyond agents offering their clients. We're not in for these guys. These bums, we're not in for them. They're just offering themselves to us. As soon as someone hears about it, what, you got offered to Man United? They're going to make a story. Man United are in talks with Jamie Vardy. Bullshit. So just make sure you don't watch out for these guys, man. These little articles, man, that chat shit. There's a lot of them. The Sun is the best one for chatting shit. But I come in and I tell you lot straight away. The other creators are not going to tell you lot. They'll be like, oh, it might be true. Bro, it's bullshit, man. It's frustrating. We blame the guys who are in charge. It is now a business team. 100%, man. 100%. But the guys in charge now, until they sell some of these players, I can't really say what's going on. You don't know. That we literally might not have no money and we just have to sell to buy. It's been said forever. We got money from MBEUMO and then we got to sell to get a striker. So the fact that none of these guys are moving, it's not like we're selling all these players and we're just sitting there with a load of money. We know we got to sell. So it's a bit fucked up, man. It's a bit weird, man. It's just a bit mad. We don't know. We don't know the situation, man. It's just every day we're just waiting, innit? We're waiting. It's been 6 weeks. What the fuck is going on? Like, what's really happening? everyone's wrapping up this thing. We're literally sitting here and seeing the whole transfer saga go with other teams. And Madueke, he's linked to us, Arsenal. What? Arsenal exploring the deal with Madueke. Arsenal made contact with Chelsea about Madueke. Arsenal are going to bid for Madueke. Arsenal bid for Madueke. Arsenal, here we go. We've seen the whole thing play out in the whole time, and we've already had talking to MBEUMO for 6 weeks. So why the fuck is our transfers not going like that so quick, within 3-4 days? Why are we sitting there for a whole 6 weeks? It is a bit mad still, but like I said, we just don't know nothing. And no reporter is coming out with inside information saying, this is the actual hold-up. Right now, everyone's just saying it's egos. They don't want to pay that. They don't want to pay that. But why has there been a standstill? Like, what's the hold-up about? So I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man. Weird one. But yeah, man, that's more or less it, man. That's more or less the show wrapped. I'm going to be back on later. Hopefully, we got some better news, man. Something solidified. We'll see what happens with Scamcho, the freedom fighter, if he's got his freedom or not. Or we go for more money. If it's been rejected, if it's not even a bid and it's fake, who knows? We'll know a bit later. But love to everyone that's been in the comments. Love to everyone that's been inside. Make sure you hit the like button while you're leaving, and you subscribe if you haven't. We do this for you every day. I'll be back on later. Everyone have a great day. Peace out.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we are next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more